for a $25 donation, you can get access to exclusive hangouts on our official Discord with the peasants and special guests. Come pick the brain of the peasants and ask them what's on your mind in real time, or just hang out and share some stories. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/DP for even more perks.
For the patrons that want to go the extra mile at a $100 donation on Patreon, we offer you to join us for a segment. Come join us for Troll or Not a Troll, DP Action News, Crazy People, or any other segment of your choice. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/DP for even more perks.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you now. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 458. And I love you too, G-Time Johnny. Yeah. So we're here once again on a different day because I was out of the country in Canada for Canada Day. And tonight we have Pimpmunk, who's high as fuck, and Reactor for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Reactor is joining us.
He's the OG Reactor too. Like nobody reacts to videos like Reactor.
He reacts like no Reactor ever.
So you're the OG Reactor. No one reacts like you.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the first one to make a reaction channel. No, I'm lying.
So the Fine Brothers tried to fuck up your world is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, well, there's still we can't talk about it. There's an open lawsuit against the Fine Brothers. Reactor's set to make a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm gonna own them.
Own them bitches.
So one thing I want to let everyone know is if you haven't already, there's a link down below to download the DP calendar. That'll keep you up to speed as to when we're streaming and when all of our Patreon stuff is happening. I even check it to figure out when the shows are. It tells me when the fucking shows are. So you should really do that because YouTube doesn't notify people when we go live. Or, well, they...
An asshole.
Yeah, maybe a few.
And take time right now to text like your best friend and tell them that Drunken Peasants is live right now. Share it with them.
And by the way, guys, also, if you're sending in Streamlabs or you're sending in Super Chats, we're going to read them after each segment is over. That way it's a little more relevant. That way if you send one now, we're not going to read it 2 hours from now, and then it won't make sense anymore. So that's how we're going to do it from now on. So feel free to send them away, and we'll read them at the end of each segment. Also, one other announcement before we get the show underway. We're changing our Patreon. All of you out there who are $50 or above patrons, we are now going to have a monthly trivia contest between all the $50 patrons and above. Wow. And it's going to be live. Everyone's going to be live on the trivia show with us. And you're going to answer the questions from an app on your phone. It's totally free except for the patronage. And the winner is going to win a cash prize at the end of each month. And then the champion of each month will face one another after 6 months in the Tournament of Champions for a huge cash prize.
And I'm willing to trade sexual favors for your huge cash prize. So
no. You're a hooker now?
Billy's a hoe.
And we'll do it in Nevada so it's legal.
You was a hoe.
Right? You're going to go work at the ranch?
Right?
Work at the ranch.
So yeah, and so basically $50 or above. Basically each month we're giving away a $100 Amazon gift card prize. That's basically as good as cash. And then the Tournament of Champions, the winner will get $200, and this will all be live on the show. Basically, so you could come out of this paying $50 but winning $300, and you can keep entering each month too.
And if you take that $300 and make the right investments, you could become a millionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Invest in my testicles.
So you mean like if you do a shitty review of a shitty movie and someone pays you a bunch of Bitcoin, you could become a millionaire, but instead you spend it on pizza and Uber rides?
Look, it was
Who did that?
2009. I didn't realize Bitcoin was going to be worth more than a fucking pizza, okay? It's not my fault.
Poor Billy.
I was a different person back then. Now I'm a sweet boy.
You are a sweet boy. Well, you are. Ben's not.
Oh, you know what? I am a sweet boy now.
You're a sour pickle.
No, now I'm a sweet boy, and you'll notice I am way higher energy than I used to be.
Ben's got high energy today.
I am
Are you on
high
meth?
energy. Well, close enough. My doctor. No, seriously. My doctor put me on Adderall, so now I'm like,
shit.
ziggity-boo
Oh, fuck.
all the time.
Put you on
My
it.
doctor-
It wasn't your choice.
I mean, like, my doctor offered to give me Adderall, and I was
And
like,
you didn't-
all right,
didn't say
fine.
no.
Maybe that'll change my life. Let's do it.
It does kind of change my
It
life.
will change your life.
You know what?
said
On
it
my
will.
second day in Vancouver, because I have a step counter on my phone,
Yeah.
I walked 11 miles
God
in
damn.
one day.
Without
I
eating.
want Adderall.
Adderall.
Who do I have to go to get Adderall?
A doctor?
You think it would benefit me?
Yes,
Say
Uh,
Adderall again, Billy. Say it again.
Adderall.
Adderall?
Adderall.
I want to get Adderall. I think I'd be a fucking svelte little tootie if I was walking around town on Adderall. I want that.
You know, meth is
Felt
pretty
little
similar.
Tootie. That's something I've never
It
heard.
is. It is a type of meth. Like it's like dextro.
It's an
methamphetamine.
amphetamine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's some powerful shit. I've never taken it, but I hear a lot about it.
I'll tell you even more about it if you'd like.
Look at your fucking eyes. Look at Ben's
You read
eyes.
so much about Adderall in the past week.
His eyes.
Oh, and one last thing. Don't forget, if you're a $10 patron or more, or you're a sponsor of the show, you get to see the post show, which is an interactive show that we do through our Discord live. Only $10 plus patrons and sponsors get to watch the post show. And towards the end of the post show, we bring you in and you get to talk to us. And I'll be high energy for that one too. How about that, guys?
And I'm giving audible hand jobs.
Audible hand
Audible
jobs.
hand jobs. I talked
pissed
them
in
through
this
it.
thing as you were talking.
Ew.
You pissed
Wait,
in
what?
that?
Why? Pimpmunk.
You just pissed right now?
We just started the show. You could have gone 5 minutes
oh my
before
God.
we called you.
When I was in Vancouver,
He was holding it. He was holding it in.
He just wanted to piss
you
on the
you know
show.
I have a little bladder and I have to piss all the time.
Yeah.
So when I was in Vancouver, I'd had a couple drinks and it was gonna be like a 15-minute walk back to my hotel. So I ran down an empty alley to piss behind a dumpster, and oh my fucking god, there was heroin syringes everywhere, all over the
Yeah.
ground, all over
you pee
all
on
the.
them?
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta.
what I
You
would've
gotta.
done.
I
Yeah,
had to
because
sterilize them.
urine sterilizes things. That's true. What you're doing there is you're saving kids. You're saving children from getting disease because they'll touch your pee instead of the AIDS or whatever the person has, the Hep C.
Yeah.
Think of all the people who stepped on him since you peed on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
saved
saved their
lives.
lives. I'm a lifesaver.
You're a real life superhero, Ben.
I feel like one.
So
Sanitizer man.
we spent a lot of time at VidCon hanging out with you, Reactor. So like we know you pretty well. Our audience, for those that might not know you, do you have something you could say to introduce yourself to the unfamiliar people watching at home?
Yeah, so basically, I didn't make the first reaction channel. That was all a lie. Got to back up a little bit and fix that. But I do a satirical YouTube channel where I started off making a satirical reaction channel, and over time, it just kind of evolved into making fun of YouTube altogether. And I did some notable things, like taking over Reddit and getting into a feud with Grady Underay when I had like 37 subscribers, which was weird. Yeah, that kind of sums me up.
We met originally through Reddit too. Like that was like when I was blowing up on Reddit one day. You hit me up in the DMs and you're like, "Dude, do a fucking AMA right now. You're gonna get like hella views. Do that right now."
Yeah,
and
It's
I
all about
did.
go
And
ahead.
I did, and I think you probably made me a couple extra grand that day. So
Yeah,
balling.
it's all about increasing. Like when your media hits Reddit, you gotta like do as much as you can to milk it all. You know, that's why Yeah, that's why I hit you up about that.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I probably would have just been like, "Oh, cool."
What were
hooray."
some of the questions they asked you in your AMA?
They asked me like, "How sweet is your dick, sweet boy?" And I was like, "It's the sweetest."
The number one question you get asked is, "Where's Leafy?"
No, this is before Leafy.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like 2015, I think.
Okay.
It was like summer of 15.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you see Boogie's new video? He says he's not going to talk about politics anymore.
That's what he said, and hopefully he doesn't, because you know what? We don't deserve that person who
I love that. I love that.
we don't
shit.
deserve Boogie. He tries to be the middle of the scale and balance that
I
motherfucker.
feel lucky that we had him on here and he talked about that shit.
Maybe he'll break through. Like, here's the thing about Boogie, right? He really does have years of traumatic stress on his mind that he takes certain things harsher than other people might. So it really does affect him on another level. And a lot of people are like, he's milking it. He's being a victim. No, this guy. He's trying to be as strong as possible, and he can't always be the strong man. So he's going to step away and talk about cool things like Magic the Gathering cards.
Whatever. He can talk about anything.
Well, that's not cool thing.
What do you mean? Magic's fucking cool, dude.
The only cool thing involving Magic that I've seen lately is when Manny ate the Magic card.
That was pretty
funny as
cool.
fuck. Will you eat that card? Yeah. And he ate the motherfucker.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to get more Magic card eaters on Drunken
More
Peasants.
magic cards.
The first time I met Manny, he had a tube full of fake cum.
Yeah,
And I'm like, "You're gonna load beard, Paul?" He's like, "Yes."
I watched him do
Yes.
it, dude. I was right
This
there when he
thing's
did
always
it.
got props.
Yes.
He's always got props.
Yeah.
I was like,
And he's a TSA agent.
Yeah. He's taking them from people.
he stole the fucking fake cum out of somebody's bag at the airport. Like when I saw him do it to Paul, I thought to myself, if that was me, I would have knocked this dude the fuck out. I was like, I could not take a joke like that. If someone put
Really?
something in my
You
hair,
know, if he would have done it without any warning, then yes, I would have said he deserved to get knocked out. But there was so much build up to that. I would have been disappointed if someone wouldn't have done it at that point.
yeah,
There
it was
months of build up for that.
It
Really,
was
when you go wear
jovial.
my shirt
Everybody had
about
fun.
you?
I was
You're
gonna
breaking his heart.
I was
See,
gonna
you're not
wear
a
it.
sweet boy.
I was gonna wear it when I knew you were on the show, but you were a late addition today, man.
Well, wear it Saturday. I'll be on Saturday. So wear
Yeah,
it
no,
Saturday.
that's what I planned. I
No, you
planned it.
didn't.
I swear, dude. I look because I look at the DP calendar too. I check the DP calendar to see
Yeah.
what the cool guests
You
are gonna
have
be.
to.
Yeah.
And I was gonna do it for Saturday because I knew you were gonna be on Saturday.
Yeah.
And today you
I
were.
love you. I love it when you lie, Billy.
I'm not lying, dude. I'm one of the most honest people I know.
Okay.
Let's do troll or not a troll. Here we go. All right. This one might be a good one. I watched a little bit of it earlier. Let's see. Troll or not a troll?
Good morning. What are we looking at here? Yes, indeed.
Are those
I
dog
posted this
toys?
a few days ago, and nobody even asked me about this. If you look at these are magic black penis amulets. Okay, it protected my culture, the Romans, from ancient curses. So I've decided, along with when I go to court next month in August, because the county board of supervisor filed restraining orders against me because I posted YouTube political videos that she didn't understand. This country bumpkin. I'm gonna purchase a big black penis, a magic penis, an amulet that you can wear around her neck, because I care about her. And anytime that Adam Hill, oh boy, if he gets out of line, you just rub that magic penis, Marcia. You rub that magic penis and you look at.
Yeah, he's like he's explaining his plan.
Yeah.
So that's a troll.
Do you think he bought the dick? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
If he buys it, does that mean he's
I'm
not
sure
a
he
troll?
I know if he actually goes through with it and sincerely buys it, he is a troll and not trolling at the same time because he's actually doing it. But doing it is the troll.
Yeah, doing it is the troll.
We've reached a double positive here.
Trollception?
There's no way this isn't a troll. If he goes through with it, he's trolling. If he's trolling about going through with it, he's trolling.
He's trolling us if he doesn't do it. He's trolling the court if he does do it.
I think I think we're caught in a trollception. I don't know if this has ever existed before.
That store is the store a troll store?
Yeah.
Did somebody seriously make penis ambulance?
Oh, I imagine. Yeah.
Are they ancient?
People make penis everything.
He's winking at you, Billy.
He is winking.
Yeah.
This
Like a real Greek.
got to be a troll. He's winking.
Evil eye. And he'll stop yelling at you. And then, I also thought, since I have this extra half of this, remember the video? I made a ball sack. I think these magic penises and these ball sacks, these black ball sacks, and black magic
Like he made me an
penises,
asshole.
along with black telescopes from thrift stores, they're going to make the perfect Christmas item this year. They're going to be the talk of the town. You could just...
So troll. All right.
The billionaire I used to work for. The billionaire I used to work for in Los Angeles, when he broke up or when he got a divorce from his second wife, he sent her entire family dildos for Christmas.
Like as a joke?
He sent them. Well, it was like they had broken up. He sent her whole family dildos and said that they could go fuck themselves. When you're a billionaire, you can get that done like easier than somebody shit posting on a YouTube comment. You can just have somebody go out and buy them all. Yeah.
He had nothing to do with it. It was his idea. They went and did it for him.
Yeah, he's got people that just carry out his ideas. Yeah.
He's got a dildo guy.
Yeah.
I got my dildo crew over here.
Let me get my dildo guy on the phone. Send that bitch and her whole family a bunch of dildos.
He definitely had a dildo guy.
You're rich when you have a dildo guy.
Yeah, he was rich. He had this room where he had he said it was the actual Mona Lisa, but I think he was trolling. And there was a hidden room in this room. It was like a bookcase opened up, and it was full of dildos. I was like, yeah, he was, I don't know, man.
Dildo
I don't
room?
know. He had a hidden dildo room in his house.
Suctioned to the walls. Just go in and slap everything.
I never saw inside the room. I just saw him open up the door, go in, and come out with a box of dildos.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm just...
The room, it was a vibrator itself.
The more I learn about this guy, he has a dildo room. He has Tupac's hologram.
Yeah, he owns Tupac's hologram.
He made you and Joe live in an RV for how long? Like a couple months?
It was 2 months, yeah.
Yeah, and then I like how he would just disappear, too, and like leave you guys to fend for yourself.
We were stuck in Ohio.
The worst place to be.
Columbus, Ohio. We were stuck for 10 days because he went to like a business meeting in Korea.
Wasn't it like January or something, too?
No, it was early March.
Still cold.
Oh, it was very cold.
Could still snow.
Because I was going to spend a month in Los Angeles when I left my house, and the show we were doing shut down in one day. So he sent me across America, and I packed for Los Angeles. I had like shorts, short T-shirts and stuff. We get to Ohio, and there's 10 inches of fucking snow.
Yep.
And I'm in some damn shorts. I'm like, thanks, dude.
It probably did it change though? Like within a few days?
Oh yeah, no,
it got
was
hot.
It was super hot because we were there for 10 days.
Yeah.
And it was super. I think it snowed at the end actually.
The bipolar Ohio weather.
Yeah, when we got there, it was super hot. Like people were having barbecues out on their lawn. There was some drug dealers that tried to get me to sacrifice this girl I was hanging out with to them.
What?
It was weird times.
Weird times.
It was weird times.
That
man.
does sound rather strange. That does sound rather strange.
William.
Sacrifice or sell the girl?
Well, yes, sell, like trade, barter.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, man, I'm not into that life.
Yeah. Trade. We'll give you an ounce, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I was more worried they'd want to return her afterwards. Like they'd want their shit back after a day with her.
I think we're going to go ahead and move on to the next segment. At the end of the next segment, we're going to go ahead and read the Streamlabs / Super Chats if you want to send them through. But we're going to get into DP action. All right, here we go. This is the subject of our thumbnail. I think it's the most important story in the world today. Yesterday, The Second American Civil War started and ended.
Oh, it ended?
Well,
No, it's not over.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's so Alex Jones predicted that the Second American Civil War would be started by the Democrats on July 4th, 2018. And here's Alex Jones to follow up on that prediction.
All right, it is July 5th, 2018. And of course, I made the accurate prediction over a year ago the Democrats would push for civil war in this country. The Washington Post has a big article out here.
And the audio sync seems to be off, but whatever.
They're saying Alex Jones's history of talking about a new civil war in America and how the Democrats were pushing it and are pushing it. And then I said last week in a video that went viral, millions and millions watched it on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, different versions.
Yeah, millions.
That the Democrats, Rob Reiner was saying, we're now in a civil war. We're in the last battle of the Civil War. Michael Moore, surround the Capitol. Don't let them vote for SCOTUS.
Okay, Michael Moore,
Rob Reiner.
yeah, two fat old guys. Why would I be afraid of either of them?
Well, this is a fat old guy telling you to be afraid of them.
They're fatter and older than Alex Jones.
True. Alex Jones just has a fat
generals.
guy's face. They're generals. They're generals of the civil, the Democratic
Army.
Civil War.
General Michael Moore.
I'm just saying, I don't care about the NRA. When you got lib cucks banging down on your door, sacrificing their wife's pussies to you, like, you're not going to win this war. The lib cucks will win. I'm team lib cuck.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying.
You know, all these conservative movie stars had their, like James Woods had their.
Isn't James Woods Republican?
Yes, he's about to talk to, because James Woods got dumped by his agent or something yesterday. So he's going to claim this is shit like this happening is the reason why he was right about Civil War Part 2. Apparently, this is a way less bloodier Civil War than the last one.
Managers fire them on July 4th, saying the war starts now, basically.
Basically.
And I explained in my video that it's a demarcation
that's what he
line.
said by firing
Like when they look back in history and debate when did the first Civil War really start, and then you can debate that over a few month period. But you know, there's that one particular kickoff where the South attacks that northern base, and then with ships, and the whole thing kicks off. The point is, people have to look back later and say, what's the demarcation line, or when do you think you could say we went from a cold Civil War, a soft Civil War, a term I've been using for a year that now.
A cold Civil War, a soft Civil War.
Cold, soft. Just wait till it gets hot, though. When it heats up like a hot pocket.
I realize it's not that impressive now that it's cold, but just wait till it gets warmer.
Yeah.
It'll grow.
There's a reason why people go to Quiznos over Subway.
I actually legitimately think that they're trying to start a civil war, though. Have you read the articles about it?
I mean, it depends on what your definition of the word civil war is. Are we going to form two different, distinct nations and have a bloody battle like the Civil War?
That's a revolutionary war.
No, well, no. There was a civil war in the 1800s.
No,
there
but
was
that
the North
technically
and the
wasn't a civil
South.
war, though.
Hold on, what?
I'm saying, like, that technically wasn't a civil war. That was a revolutionary war that failed, so they called it a civil war, right?
Well,
you know what
I mean, it was a revolution. They tried to secede from the United States and form their own country. They elected a president and everything. But I mean, it was still, I mean, whatever you want to call it, it was a war over civil issues. That's what started the war.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, a civil war is defined as two factions trying to fight for control of the government, which is basically what is happening right now.
Yeah, but it's not a war, though.
I mean, they were fighting.
One faction does have control, and one wants it, though.
I mean, no matter what, yeah. But if you have two sides, they're going to form their own sides anyway. So, I mean, they were fighting for control of the government. It's just they formed an interim government on their side until they had control.
Both sides are taking very radical approaches to recruitment, though. Like they're saying you're either with us or against us on both sides. Yeah. So it's creating that urgency to fall away from the center and be the fucking social justice warrior or the social justice worrier.
Yeah, but I think people are so fucked up. It's not going to be no civil war. I mean, people are so nuanced these days. It isn't like it was way back in the day. I mean, it's just different. I don't
No,
know.
it is different, but war is different. There's a reason why we go to war against terrorism, and we can't focus on one country like we could in the World War. We can go take the battle to a country. We can't do that anymore. And this civil war, this new civil war, works like terrorism. We're not going against the South, the North. We're going against the ideals. Terrorism is an ideal. The social justice is an ideal. The fucking having guns, carrying guns to Starbucks with you is an ideal, and we're creating this cerebral war, this war of thoughts, and not the good kind of thoughts either.
The thought war,
not the good kind of thoughts. Like, could you imagine a thought war where they had like the Battle of Twerkington? That would be dope.
Awesome.
I would enjoy that. But this war it's being fought strategically through social media, through collective conscience. Basically, they're getting as many people on their extreme sides, and both sides are fucking. They're trying to tell you that the other side of the world is burning, and you gotta jump on their ship so they can save you. And you got people like Boogie 298 who's no longer talking about politics because he's dealing with people on both sides here fucking with him. These centrist people, they're losing their voice because they're not radical.
If you're moderate on any issue, the one side claims you're on the other side.
Yeah,
every time.
Well, see, that was my point. Is there? I mean, I don't think there's enough radicals to really say that there's going to be a civil war.
Yeah.
You don't think there's enough radicals?
Let's see the other ways. Sure. Let's see the other ways here that Alex Jones, the Nostradamus of our time, predicted the Civil War would occur yesterday.
The New York Times uses to a hot civil war. And I said, I believe with what Antifa's saying and the attacks on free speech, people getting brutally attacked in Portland and many other areas, and Trump supporters getting attacked all over the place, and calls for Barron to be kidnapped and murdered and burned down ICE, and ICE people's houses getting attacked and bricks getting thrown through windows and all that stuff, that we're going from a soft civil war into a hotter civil war. And I didn't say that it'd be rockets and missiles and bombs and total death. I said, if you historically want to look at it, I think we're going into a hotter civil war, not like North versus South lining up. All these
and see, I like how he's clarifying now on all this. Like that, he could have said all this when he made the prediction, but he waited until afterwards. Yeah. So honestly, I think Alex Jones is an actor. I think he's an actor.
He definitely is. For sure.
Yeah.
But he's acting on the fact, like, it's very real, the people he's rallying, the people that's so even if he is an actor, he's putting himself in the position of a general in this war.
Yeah, there's a lot of
this cold civil war,
this refrigeration fucking war.
Leftist pseudo-intellectual sites are making fun of Southerners and showing rednecks and stuff in reenactments and going, look, Jones thinks we're about to have, a whole new Civil War kickoff against the Army of Northern Virginia and all the rest of it.
I love how he talks like he's on a 1990s chat phone line. Hey, how you doing, baby? Oh, yeah.
Wolfman Jack. But like Ben said, now he's clarifying, but that is kind of what he said. It's not like what I meant, but that is what basically you led people to think when you were predicting this.
Like there's going to be a terrorist attack or something?
We're going to, all Republicans are going to get all Democrats kind of deal, but he's so full of shit.
But he's always been so full of shit.
He is fake, but the thing about it is, the scary thing is the people that watch him are really believing this shit.
Of course that's scary, but it's about time we call him out on his bullshit. Alex Jones, where are the gay frogs? I've seen one frog suck a dick, and it was a monkey that raped him. That's not gay, dude.
Oh my God.
That's not gay.
That video,
captured
is that video
in my
famous?
backyard.
That video is famous.
The frog and the chimp.
Where are the gay frogs? Fuck the Civil War, dude. Where are the gay frogs?
I just told you, my backyard.
Proof. I want proof.
They gonna come out of retirement.
Hopping on some dick right now, dude.
Hippity hopping.
Right on his white horse, and Stonewall Jackson's going to mount up. That's not what we're saying. We're saying the left is calling for violence. They're engaged in massive censorship. Antifa's attacking people all over the streets that go out and try to engage in it. And that's how they take my victory.
this is the Antifa is attacking. People are attacking, but this is the fucking worst part about it all. The alt-right, they want to be attacked. This is their fucking point to make. They're trying to rile people up, angry people, so they will strike them, so they can say they're on the moral high ground because they got attacked. They're trying to win over people through these fucking attacks. They did an article on somebody who snuck into one of the Klan meetups here in Washington State, and they were straight up telling people, like, we don't want you going out and stirring up shit. We want you going out standing prideful. If you have your swastika, let them hit you. That's a win for us when they fucking hit you, because people will look at you and think he's just out there minding his own business, and they're attacking him. How could they fucking attack him? So Alex Jones is perpetuating this they're attacking us, they're violent. That's what they fucking want.
Is being passive a manipulative tactic?
Yeah, they are.
Well, like, don't attack them. You know, that's not necessarily a manipulative. It's like, let's be the right side. You know,
but
let's not be violent.
But they're setting situations up so they are attacked. It's kind of like how the
okay.
It's like how the Westboro Baptist Church goes to people's funerals with "God hates fag" signs outside of Mr. Rogers' fucking funeral, dude.
Oh damn!
You know, like
they're
shit
trolls,
like
you know
that.
that, right?
Did you see that movie?
I know that, dude. I met up with the motherfuckers,
and they're all Democrats too, by the way. Fred
Phelps
ran as a
ACLU,
Democrat.
Yeah, the American Civil Liberties Union back in the day.
Yep.
But yeah, I know all about the Westboro Baptist Church. I've knocked on their front fucking door and try to get them to talk to me, and they ran from me.
Well,
So
I have a theory that they're lawsuit trolls because they're all lawyers.
That's 100%. That's how they broke into this business.
Funerals, people get pissed at you, and then when they attack you, you sue them.
That's not even a theory. That's how they started. That's how they started in the early 90s. 100%. And the alt-right is using that tactic to get, because people who are liberal, they really operate on feeling. Not even just liberal, excuse me. Stupid people operate on feeling rather than intelligence, right? And logic. So you wind up these people who feel like they're right because these people are racist. They can't possibly be human beings. They're Nazis. And then these other people that feel like, it's my right to call you a cuck. I can say the N-word all fucking day. And they get riled up over their fucking feelings, and they start fighting over some fucking bullshit, and they get their pawns, their chess pieces in this civil war.
You know, the Westboro Baptist Church, though, very against racism, ironically enough.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're just against the homos.
Gays, though.
They're not. The funny thing is, they're not even against the gays. They're just like, dude, whatever. If you're gay, you're gay, but God hates you, and
God's
you're going to hell.
destroying the world,
like,
too,
We
because
don't
of it.
hate you. God does. It's like,
but going to people like soldiers' funerals and shit, and Mr. Rogers, as you said, you just want to choke them little.
Did you see the Mr. Rogers documentary?
Yeah.
Dude, he was like one of the most awesome people.
Yeah.
He was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He was an amazing person.
The
they're
worst
making
thing-
a film about him, and Tom Hanks is playing him.
Tom Hanks, really, I'll watch the fuck out of that. The
Me
worst
too.
thing about the Mr. Rogers documentary to me was, if this guy existed today, I would think he was a fucking pedophile.
That's sad. That
It's
really
super
is sad.
It's the world we
Because
live
if
in,
that
though.
were the case, that would have come out for sure.
Oh, dude.
You know what I liked about him? He was a super religious guy. And he had this huge platform to indoctrinate all the kids he wanted, and he never used it.
Weird
and
Al.
he was
And
cool
he-
to the gay people in his life, too.
Yeah, and he brought things to the forefront too, like child abuse, homosexuality. I mean, you know, he was really a good man.
Oh, dude, he's the epitome of a good person.
Someone in the chat said Mr. Rogers killed gooks in Vietnam. No, that's a myth. He was never in the military. Okay, one thing, I like Mr. Rogers enough, but he was not a tough guy.
Oh, you know what he was, though?
He was not a tough guy.
He was a fat kid.
Yeah, he was a fat little kid.
He was a fat
He was a
little
sweet
kid.
boy.
He was a sweet boy. And you know what? He probably wouldn't be a sweet boy if he wasn't a fat kid. So all you little fat kids out there watching right now, you could be sweet boys too. You can grow up and be
fat
Mr.
and I'm not a
Rogers.
sweet boy.
Let's move on to a non-sweet boy.
Predicting all this first and turning it to defeat in their own minds. but people with memories know the truth. I said over and over and over and over again that it wouldn't be a big shooting war July 4th. I said it's the escalation, I believe the demarcation line, if we don't take action, into the rage of summer, through August, through September, with Mueller's report, right before the election. And my God, you've got Clapper and Brennan on TV saying 25th Amendment, remove Trump outside of impeachment. And you've got Nancy Pelosi saying, you know, rise up on the streets, and Maxine Waters saying go confront people.
General Nancy Pelosi leading her troops to battle. No, whatever. You were wrong. There's not a civil war. I mean, like, we can. When we hear Civil War, we think of the Civil War. I mean, we can split hairs all we want as to what a Civil War actually is. He didn't elaborate like this until after it happened. So now this is just his way of being like, see, I was right.
Well, yeah, and his audience has a short-term memory, so all he has to do is make this bullshit explanation and then tell people that he has reelect 45 t-shirts in his store to counteract Walmart putting out the impeach 45 shirts, and they'll go buy his reelect shirts because they don't give a shit about whether or not there is a civil war. They want to be a part of the war so they can use their fucking guns. They've been sitting on these guns for generations, just waiting for the North to rise again. That northern aggression, they want that fucking liberal aggression. They want that, so they can use their little rifles.
Let's move on to the next story here. This is crazy. And you know, in a way, this is kind of what Alex Jones is talking about here, and I hate it because retards like this prove him right. So there's some teenagers sitting around at Whataburger enjoying a meal, and this fucking asshole comes up and grabs the one teenager's MAGA hat and pours water all over him, or soda or something.
And that's how the Civil War started.
No!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
The soda heard round the world.
For the president.
Hey, why is he dropping the N-bomb?
Yeah, I thought he was liberal.
No, those are white boys. Why is he dropping the N-bomb?
Well, why do you drop it all the time, Billy?
He's not even black.
Yeah, this dude does not appear to be black.
No.
I think his name is Jimenez.
Yeah. He's like 30 years old, and these kids are little 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. Like, big man.
Oh, I'd go get my hat.
Damn, I want some Whataburger so bad now.
I don't think I can ever go back to Whataburger.
It's the best fast food burger ever.
It is very good, but it's
Is it
it's
better
like
than Farm
Jack in the
Boys?
Box.
Or Farmer
Yes.
Boy or whatever? Yeah.
Yes.
Bow, bow, bow.
Okay, so this was in Texas.
I wonder if this is the Whataburger I shat in.
What?
You know, it doesn't matter what your fucking idea or party is. Leave people the fuck alone.
So, a San Antonio bar released a statement claiming that he was an employee and that he had been fired. So he worked at a bar in San Antonio. I'm surprised this happened in Texas.
Yeah, it is surprising.
Yeah.
It's gonna go great in my fireplace.
It's going to go great in my fucking fireplace.
Dudes would alright have fun with it.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying that the kids were making jokes about hanging black people. You know, he's saying
They could have been before the camera come on. They could have been.
They could have been. It doesn't give them the right to assault them.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right?
What? What's the thing? What's the thing? They can say whatever the fuck they want. They don't. That doesn't give someone else the right to assault them.
We should live in a world where it's okay to slap the shit out of people when
No.
they're being stupid.
No.
I think so. That we used to have
Okay,
that
then
world.
you'd be slapped all the fucking time.
Dude, I would slap back. I would clap back. I don't give a
Okay.
fuck.
What if someone slaps you with a fucking tire iron?
Come at me, bro. I would come back. I miss the Wild
You don't
West.
sound like a sweet boy, Billy.
No.
I'm a
If they
sweet
had
boy.
If they had recorded the kids doing something to the guy and then he slapped him, I'm sure it would have been all right.
Yeah.
You know? So
The
we
internet
kinda
would
do
be
live in
like,
that
yeah,
world.
good job, dude.
I don't condone that. I mean, like, I don't. Yeah.
No, he should have went up to the kids if they were actually doing that. He should have pulled his phone out, recorded them doing that, went up and said, hey, you're being super ignorant, and that hat you're wearing, you're becoming part of the problem. You're young now, try and grow up and be a better person, and then slap the shit out of him on camera.
Okay,
That'd be fucking great.
I'm slapping the shit out, but some people just don't take shit talk very well, and they will knock the shit out of you.
Well, from what I understand, he's being charged criminally and he's lost his job. So there you go.
Yeah, the guy's 30. Those are underage kids. He made a fucking mistake.
He made a very poor decision.
Assault and robbery, maybe, for stealing the hat.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, definitely assault.
I learned the hard way, man. When you're an adult, you don't put your hand on underage kids.
You tell underage kids to put their hands on the underage kids.
Okay, right? Billy.
Yeah.
We might need clarification on that story there, Billy.
Oh, I fuck kids.
Oh,
well, fuck
goodness.
You guys.
Is that
Put
a joke?
words in my mouth. It's totally
a joke.
No, because everybody fucking puts words in my mouth and they think it's funny.
Yeah.
Look, the guy was out of pocket. He shouldn't have done that. But
what?
I'm not against this.
He got what he deserved. But he assaulted somebody.
I'm not against the act of assaulting people, I think there's a time there's a time and place for everything.
If we live in a place where we have the freedom to say what we want, that also protects us from being assaulted.
We should have the freedom to say what we want. But we should still have the fear that if we talk out of pocket, we're going to get fucking checked on that. And people are losing that fear. So they're being stupid.
There's too much room to fuck that up. Like, you could say something to me that I find offensive that you didn't mean to be offensive. Now I have the right to hit you?
You don't have the right.
Fuck that.
You don't have the right. Sometimes you have the responsibility.
No.
I'm saying if he gets locked up, but he stands by his convictions and he slapped the shit out of some little fucking racist, and he gets locked up over it, both things are just. Sometimes the crime is worth committing.
Sometimes you do have to slap a motherfucker.
Thank you. I hate the pussification of America.
Okay, here's my point about this. I just want to say, because if you let people constantly talk shit, that's what they're going to do. Constantly talk shit and bully people with their words, and then never get any kind of repercussions for it. I
say it takes more of a man to fucking not be a fucking crybaby and get mad when someone says something you don't like.
Do I think this guy was a man for slapping a 16-year-old kid? No. Or he didn't slap him, right? He threw fucking water in his face.
Okay, you don't have the right to do that to somebody.
I don't think it makes him a man.
It doesn't matter what they say.
I don't think it makes him a man at all. I don't think this guy has the excuse. But I do think in certain situations, as an American, it's your responsibility to John Wayne a motherfucker.
No.
I try not to do that, but I used to do that a lot in my 20s.
Yeah, and it wasn't very beneficial to you, was it?
No, it wasn't. But back in the day, in younger day, if somebody would have said something out of line to me, I'd have put them in place.
All right, and
I went to jail sometimes.
And you went to jail a bunch of times. You got hit in the head with a 2x4 with a nail through it.
I did.
You had to bite somebody's testicle, which is fucking terrible. In a fight, some dude straddled his face in a fight, and he bit the dude's testicle and squashed it like a grape in his mouth.
Damn it, Pimpmunk.
Now that's traumatic.
He should have put his goddamn crotch in my face.
I would be traumatized for life if I did that to somebody
if you
else.
bit somebody's testicle.
Now for the rest of your life, you have to live with knowing you bit a testicle.
Hey, I got that motherfucker off of me though.
I mean, that's cool, Pimpmunk, because otherwise you might have had to live knowing that you got fucking owned by some little punk. Would you rather be the one biting the testicle or the one
getting my ass whooped really doesn't bother me that much, but this was a tough motherfucker, dude. And he was taking it to me, so I decided that I wasn't gonna take it no more.
Thank you. This is a story of redemption.
That's different than what Ben's saying, though. This dude, we were actually fighting. Ben's saying you don't hit somebody for just talking shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, all the fighting didn't serve you very well.
No. Yeah, I don't really condone hitting people.
Sometimes because that was my job. But
right.
I don't condone hitting people in most situations, but I do feel like we need to live in a world where people should worry about
you
getting
of all
socked in the
people-
face for being stupid.
All right. Well, you of all people should realize how this can get misconstrued because you had a group of people wanting to beat your ass for something you didn't even do recently because they thought you did it.
Yeah, and you know what?
And you still think that's okay?
Of
That would have been
course.
okay if they would have thought you were racist because someone else said something and you got blamed for it. It would have been okay if
And
they
if
all
they
found
come
you and
at
beat
me,
your ass.
if they come at me, I'm gonna stand my ground,
You would've
and I'm
got-
gonna go out swinging. I might bite a testicle,
What a
Pimpmunk
dumb
style.
fucking thing to happen for something you didn't even say.
I like the thought that people are willing
You've
to
lost.
fucking
You've lost.
bullshit.
Just like Maddox.
Bullshit.
Hashtag Billy lost.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna call you
Bullshit.
Billy Ox.
Nope. Here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, Benjamin, people talk a whole fucking lot because they don't expect action to come back to them. We got a generation of fucking kids who grew up on the internet.
We also have
talking
hyper-aggressive assholes
talking shit
that
behind
look
a
for
keyboard.
every excuse they have
I agree with that.
And I
fuck
don't.
with
And I
people.
think those people, if there's hyper,
How do you separate the two? How do you know?
prison. You put the fucking hyper motherfuckers in prison, and these people that are talking shit, thinking they're protected because they grew up behind a keyboard. Every once in a while, they get chin checked, and you know you go to court and you sit down in front of the judge. You say, "Judge, I had to sock this motherfucker in the face because he's talking too much shit." And the judge should say, "How much shit was he talking?" You go, "Well, this is what he said. This is how it goes." And the judge say, "Okay, you know what? Don't hit anybody else this year."
No.
I think that would be fair.
No, it's not
No, 'cause
fair.
then what about the people who are going to walk around punching people, and then when they're in court, they're like, he was saying a bunch of racist stuff, so I had to, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then the owner would say, "Well, don't punch anybody else this year."
But Billy kind of comes from old school too, like myself. So, and
I don't
back
care.
in our day, and I know you do, you also do, Bill. But back in our day, you know, it wasn't no yip 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 yap. It was let's go out there in the yard and finish this shit. I mean, that's the way it was.
Yeah, it's just
not like
we
that
live in a
anymore.
world.
Not really.
We really
These
don't
days,
live in that
either, like,
world.
You keyboard kung fu or shooting somebody.
But I mean, kids at school still fight, right?
Well,
No.
yeah, but it all starts because some kid on the keyboard. Too.
Oh, yeah,
And-
right.
and if you get in a fight at school now, it's mandatory suspension for both parties. Most kids don't fight because they're afraid the other kid will come back with a fucking gun and shoot up the school.
Exactly.
So
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you really. I didn't have to worry about mass shootings in school when I
Yeah,
was in school.
They weren't invented yet when.
Yeah.
Vintage yet. Well, that happened, but nothing like.
You know what? I just recently found out the Columbine shooting, which was like kind of like the start off of like the trend or whatever you want to call it.
the jump off.
It was 2 weeks after Matrix came out with that lobby scene.
Really?
Yeah, like 2 weeks before the shooting, Matrix
So
was
it's-
released.
So it's
So- Uh-oh.
Keanu Reeves' fault.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that lobby scene's pretty gruesome, you know?
Yeah. Blame Keanu Reeves.
My cam shifted.
Yeah, Ben's having issues, I think.
That's right.
Our cams fucking went.
All right, I think we're back now. We just had a USB failure. It kind of killed our audio and everything, but we're back now. Let everyone know we're back. And yeah, I think
When we cut off, we were in the middle of a fucking Reactor hot take. He set us
Yeah.
up for it, and then went silent. I couldn't hear anything.
yeah. What were you saying?
I was saying the Columbine shooting happened 2 weeks after the Matrix lobby scene movie came out, where they walk through the metal detectors and start shooting everyone.
Okay. 1999,
Yep.
April 20th. Would the Matrix
Yeah.
come out April 1st or April
Yeah,
3rd?
it was like March 20th, actually. I don't know, something like that.
Okay. So we're talking a month after. That's
Yeah.
interesting. So you think the Wachowskis are responsible for school shootings?
Maybe. I mean, it's kind of connected, right? I heard
Yeah.
I heard that the Columbine kids were fans of the movie too.
They were
So-
fans of KMFDM and all kinds of shit. I mean, like, and Marilyn Manson. Like, I mean, there was so much blame to go around for everything.
Yeah.
People shooting in trench coats? That was the Matrix invented that.
You know what's so weird?
Yeah, it was.
This is a totally true story too. It was my senior year when Columbine happened, and I wore a black trench coat, and I listened to like a lot of the same music and had a similar style to those kids.
Were you in the trench coat mafia?
We didn't have a trench coat mafia, but I probably would have been if I would have went to that high school, you know. But
think about shooting people?
No, I didn't even have a gun or anything. But the hilarious thing was that my mom pulled me out of school that day for a doctor's appointment, so I wasn't in school that day. And then these reports of like a kid with long hair and a trench coat shooting up a school came out. So
yeah, that's rough. I remember the movie Life came out that day, I think, or I saw it that day. The movie Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy, and it's about life in prison. And with that happening at the same time, it really made me think how precious life is.
Oh yeah,
I was like, damn it, dude, it could be taken away like that.
Columbine was real inspirational for you.
Yeah, no, the mixture of Columbine and spending your life rotting away in prison. It's like, would you rather have that moment where the bullet takes you out, or have to sit there for 80 years inside a cell? Either way, you're losing so much.
I think about that every time after I break a law.
I think about that every time I watch a Martin Lawrence movie. Big Mama's House? Fuck.
Have you ever seen that movie Do the Right Thing?
Spike Lee?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was very young.
I watched that with Adam when I was hanging out with him in Vancouver. And I forgot Martin Lawrence was in it, and he's got a lisp.
Yeah.
And there's like a really over-the-top retarded character in that movie, too.
Spike Lee don't hold back.
It's not that good of a movie. It's pretty fucking terrible.
Spike Lee's got a movie coming out called Black Klansman. I'm really looking forward to that.
Black Klansman.
Yeah.
So, guys, we had a short technical issue. We came right back because I'm used to like bringing everything right back up when it happens. If you could share and like the stream if you haven't already, share it because YouTube doesn't notify people, so it takes us like an hour to get up to 1,000 people watching because not everyone knows. So it took us like an hour to get up to 1,000, and then our stream died, and now we're back up to like 760.
And if you could you tell people that Reactor said that the Wachowskis are responsible for all school shootings? Like,
yeah, it's a theory of mine. I'm not going to deny it. I actually thought of it yesterday, though, so it's new. It's a new theory.
One of these new theories I'm testing out. Your theories are pretty right, though. Like you called out the Westboro Baptist Church for being lawsuit trolls. That's true.
That is true.
That's true.
I see through a lot of bullshit, I think.
Yeah.
I know how trolls work. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So the next story we have here is in California. An entrepreneur has opened a robotic pizza restaurant. Dude, Evan LeFavor's vision of the future is becoming a reality.
Do they have drone delivery?
Not yet, I don't think.
That's when it becomes the best. If the robots make the pizzas and then the drones deliver them. Yeah.
Regular robots deliver it. Still old tech.
Finally tonight, in this emerging age of drone deliveries and driverless cars, technology now brings us Robo Pizza. Carter Evans shows us how Silicon Valley is reinventing the pie.
This kitchen is where technology and the culinary arts collide. Humans and robots work side by side at Zoom Pizza in Mountain View, California.
And go ahead and place your order.
I like that pizza box.
You hear that, Belle?
Yeah, that's my pizza?
That's your pizza.
Okay, so let's go check it out.
All right.
Veteran restaurateur Julia Collins founded the delivery-only pizza company with Alex Garden, former president of online gaming company Zynga.
I saw an opportunity to go after the $40 billion domestic delivery pizza market.
And they say they're able to do it cheaper than the competition with help from specially designed robots like Bruno, who lifts the pizza into the oven.
That just looks like a car assembly robot, like the same thing you'd see in it. Yeah.
These robots squirt tomato sauce and then spread it, but a human still
they don't
puts
have a
on
name?
the toppings.
Bruno gets a name, but not the tomato sauce
that's going to be automated in March of next year.
It was Squirter.
Jorge.
Squirtson.
They took on the names of the illegal immigrants they replaced.
Mario.
Next year.
What happens to his job?
Is that racist?
Noel's going to be helping us open our next Zoom facility in San Jose.
So you're not worried about losing your job?
No, senor.
Absolutely not.
The company is committed to using robots for repetitive, mundane tasks to eventually move the kitchen staff into the front office and shift focus to what Zoom Pizza considers its marquee
and moving the kitchen staff into the front office of the unemployment line.
Yeah.
innovation.
This is a giant pizza truck.
It is probably the biggest pizza truck ever made.
A truck with more than 50 ovens that cooks pizzas while they're out for delivery using special software.
When we're absolutely
Okay.
certain that you're just a number of minutes away from arriving for that particular cooking for that type of pizza, the ovens switch on. Wow, it's amazing.
They're about to get the entire robot setup in that truck, and they're gonna have one guy in the fucking truck doing the hand toss, throw it into the machine, and then the machine is gonna take it all through, and they're gonna be able to do the entire business out of that
So the
fucking truck.
pizzas bake while they go on the delivery? Is that what happens?
That's actually neat. That's actually a good idea. That's actually
It's gonna be like cops. You're gonna call them, and they're gonna be already patrolling, waiting for your order.
Yeah.
The truck is making test runs right now, but Zoom
I actually
has
like
already
that
been
idea,
delivering robotic-made pizzas.
Cops are gonna
for
get replaced
months
by an
the
app where your
traditional
neighbors
way.
just snitch on you and take pictures.
And that is an awesome pizza box, man. That is the most awesome pizza box ever.
Well, it's a good pizza box, but I'll tell you what it doesn't do. It doesn't keep the workers folding the boxes while during the downtime.
You know what this is going to ruin, though? Pizza-themed porn, where the pizza guy's like, I have
No,
your
you can fuck
delivery
the
with
robot.
Oh, dude,
extra
no,
sausage.
it's not going to ruin that. They're
It's
gonna
gonna
have
be a robot?
They're going to have a Sibian just sitting in that fucking truck, dude. The girl's going to go get her pizza. She's going to have her butt hanging out, her little butt cheek meat hanging out. She'll be like, Mr. Robot, can I get my pizza? And he's going to be like, not until you ride the Sibian.
That is not... That's... I don't know. That does
It's
nothing
like
for
the
me.
Jetsons of porn. I'm excited for this world we're gonna move on into.
I can't wait till it's like the Back to the Future where you stick the little bitty thing into the oven and it blows up to a real Pizza Hut pizza.
Yeah. I was waiting for that
I don't know. It sounds like a sponge to me.
So I had it once before.
Pizza Hut sucks, but still.
The ingredients are all pretty good. I don't feel like crap after eating it.
He doesn't look
and it comes
excited.
fast.
Zoom says it can invest some of the money it saves.
I don't feel like crap after eating it. It's like, okay,
That's a shining endorsement.
what a stellar review of the pizza.
It's using robots to buy better ingredients.
Every time I eat a Little Caesars pizza, I feel like crap.
That's really good.
That's pretty good,
That's
eh?
really good.
There though.
Because you're never eating a Little Caesars pizza because you want pizza. You're eating a Little Caesars pizza because you're poor, right?
Yeah, you're poor and hungry, dude. And it's $5
Yeah.
And they call it crazy bread because you literally have to be crazy to eat that shit.
Yeah.
I'm
It's going to
crazy.
be 170 calories a slice versus what you would see with a competitor at about 320 calories a slice.
So this is almost half
Okay.
the calories?
Almost half the calories, half the fat, half the cholesterol.
How do the robots take away the calories?
They beam it out like Star Trek.
lying.
They just don't add them in.
She's a lying whore is what she is.
You cannot add in calories?
Yeah, less bread, less everything.
Why do I
You
eat
don't
so
only-
many calories?
You know, it only costs like 15 cents to make a pizza, though. For a
Really?
pizza place. Yup.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pizza's
Yeah,
big,
my-
bit like...
My ex-wife worked at a Pizza Hut, and they were like, "If you mess up an order, we don't care. We'll throw it out. It's
Right.
15 cents." Because
I worked-
think about it. It's bread, sauce, cheese. Like you can get those.
But cheese can be pricey.
Not this kind of cheese.
Yeah.
Mozzarella.
It's not even the real thing.
I worked at a Domino's, and they would always get pissed when I would over cheese. They'd be like, "You can't
Oh,
over
they
cheese,
do.
costing us money.
They're just
You're costing
cheap.
a big guy money." Yeah, they were super cheap. My manager was like, he was always trying to cut corners. And then he started making me deliver weed for like during delivery runs, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm his little weed runner now. I'm cutting all the corners I want." They couldn't do shit about it. He fucked up trusting me with that weed delivery, man. Because I became untouchable, and I would go in, I would make a big fucking plate of buffalo wings. I'd just sit back eating my wings, like, "Fuck you! This delivery's gotta wait." I can't be trusted with power.
Drugs for you.
Can't be trusted.
Same price, and you made it with robots?
That's right.
A technical triumph, any way you slice it. Carter
Oh,
Evans,
God.
CBS News.
Yeah, they had to get that little news reporter pun in there.
No, they always do. I'm actually pretty impressed by this technology cooking on the road and
I like
170 calories per slice. Like the other competitors, it's 320 per slice, right? That's what the lady told me. Why has she got any reason to lie?
She's lying.
Here's
I do like the cooking delivery. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. Here's a story about the World Cup. I guess at the World Cup in Russia, there's a ton of reporters from all over the world there. And I guess they have a problem where female reporters are sitting there trying to do the news and random dudes just come up and try to grope them and kiss them. So
can we talk about something that has just not been discussed enough at the World Cup? This overwhelming amount of sexism that has been on display this year. Multiple incidents involving female reporters. Look at this. Just doing their jobs, getting groped, getting kissed.
I mean,
he's trolling. He's trolling. Yeah, that's all he's doing.
Yeah, he's not
harassed.
He's a Viking. He doesn't know any better.
Live on television. I want you to watch the lower right-hand side of your screen.
Oh, he kissed her on
This
the
Colombian
cheek.
he does have a handful of booby too.
Yeah, that was pretty creepy right there.
But does he actually? I don't know. It doesn't look like he actually went for the booby though.
I don't know, man.
It looks like it's
He does have he does have a thumb around her arm.
He's holding her close so she can't get away.
He's wanting to love her.
She's begging for help with her eyes.
That's a loving kiss.
In the middle of a report, man grabs her breast and kisses her cheek.
He's got up in that titty.
Another video shows a Brazilian reporter getting accosted while on air.
Don't do this. Never do this again.
Never do this again. She's a sav.
Aren't these guys just trolling the press though, really?
Yeah.
Well, come on, man. You can't just walk up and kiss girls on the fucking
I've seen
face,
him do
right?
it to male reporters.
Yeah, what if it was a dude? What if it was a dude? You can.
You can
walk
do
with this
that.
dude.
Yeah, you can do that all you want.
They do it to male reporters all the time, but they're
They
not
do
talking
it.
about that, are they? They're
They
not
do.
pushing that agenda.
They talk about it here, actually. They do.
Oh, they do.
I don't allow you to do that. Never. Okay? This is not polite. This is not right. Never do this.
Good for her.
Never do this to a woman. Okay? Respect.
Never do this. Respect me, bitch.
There's so many other
she
things you
says.
can do
Where is
when they're live on air, right? Making it a kissy thing it's predatory.
Respect. Although there are more female reporters
Should've
than
whipped out his
ever
wiener and
covering
slapped
this
her
year's
with it.
World Cup, just 14% of the 16,000 journalists are women. And it doesn't stop there. Listen to this. Burger King Russia is now apologizing after one of its ads offered Russian women the chance to win $47,000 and free Whoppers for life. Wait for it. If one of the World Cup players got them pregnant.
My dude.
You know there are women trying to win that though.
Oh yeah.
Not for the Burger King.
Yeah, because if a World Cup player gets you pregnant, you're gonna get that child support money.
Unless they're American, where soccer players make no money. But actually, the U.S. wasn't even in the World Cup this year because they sucked that bad.
We suck.
This is a
Horrible.
How are they going to prove that the kid's the father? They're going to
DNA test.
Is the soccer cup guy going to do a DNA test?
They'll get them on Maury.
No, you can take his hair with you when you leave.
Maury.
Yeah, you pluck a hair out.
You are the father.
You are fucked.
Just think about that for a second.
That's
This
fucked.
wasn't
You know,
a
Maury, though, this is people say that there's this sexual divide and that women aren't equal and stuff. This is where the pendulum swings toward the women. You never see mothers on Maury being accused of not being the mother. That's completely unfair.
Yeah.
So corny, Billy.
Yeah. You know there are some women who don't know.
Look at that smile he did after that joke, though. You ass.
I like bad jokes.
One time I was watching Maury, and there's this woman that had been on there 12 times or something.
Oh, yeah.
And every time she's like, "Nope, that's my baby's daddy," and they do it, and it's never once.
Oh,
it's
I figured
whoa.
it out now. We got him this time. It's one of these 3 guys that I brought today.
Yeah.
Right?
That's sad. That's fucking sad.
It's probably fake.
Well,
Yeah, there's a good chance it is.
Yeah, I don't know. If Maury's not faking it, then the people who want to be on TV could be faking it.
Yeah.
Moment, an entire company approved that ad campaign. It is 2018. What's going on? CNN sports analyst and USA Today sports columnist Christine
it's
Brennan
Burger
is
King
with me now,
Russia.
and it's like,
It wasn't sexist. That ad.
We say that it's 2018. In America, it is 2018. In Russia, it's like 87.
Yeah, 87.
What
jamming the Bon Jovi
part
over
of
there,
this is okay?
None, Brooke, absolutely none. It is 2018, as you said. I think what this shows us loud and clear is that soccer is seen as a men's game. The sexism in soccer is extraordinary. It's been there for
what the fuck?
for decades. It's still on display. It's like the guys, this is our turf and get out. And that's horrendous and unacceptable. And where these sponsors are, especially.
I didn't get that message from any of the videos we just saw.
No, this woman's full of shit.
Yeah.
The agenda marches on.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they They
No.
kissed her on the cheek. That is not saying we don't want women here.
And kissing them on the cheek and then offering pregnant women free food is totally different things.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's completely different.
Yeah.
Sponsors from the West, it's extraordinary to me that they don't step up and say enough is enough. For example, in the United States, the U.S., kudos to the U.S. Soccer Federation, the men's national team is called the men's national team. That adjective, that pesky adjective, men's, is affixed to the U.S. men's national team to differentiate from the incredibly successful women's national team. But most nations around the world, Brooke, would laugh at the U.S. for doing that, for saying men's.
They laugh at the U.S. anyways. Our team sucks.
Yeah, we're the most horrible team in the world.
Our female team at least has some credentials, right? Like
they're good. They're pretty good.
They've done well in the past. The men haven't earned that fucking right yet.
As if
Why is that though?
Well, it's because the rest of the world cares more about soccer than America does. We put all our money in football. We put all our money in basketball. We tried to make the WNBA a thing. Ben's here to talk about the WNBA.
Here in America, if we didn't say women's soccer, we'd be saying, "Oh, they're all sexist because they're trying to take over our sport." You know, it's anywhere you go with it, dude. We're fucked.
We're not fucked. We say women's soccer because the women here in America are fucking good at it.
They're great.
If you're fucking good at a sport, your gender can control it. What she's saying.
What about the Saudi women's soccer team?
They don't say women's soccer. They say soccer.
They don't have one.
Oh, yeah.
They say sacrifice.
She's saying America's the only one that differentiates from men's soccer and women's soccer, but we do it because we have to.
Not because we have to, because the women play at a level where they've earned the right to be on the same level as the fucking men.
They're not on the same. They're not on the same level as the men.
The women's soccer,
they don't play the men.
They have credentials.
If they played the men, they'd be on the same level. There's a reason you don't see women playing with men.
Yeah, they don't have to play with men, but they have credentials and championships on a world level.
Okay, whatever. You could make a league of all women and give them the championship. Whatever.
There is a league of all women. It's called the Women's World Cup.
Sure, whatever.
And that's why here in America we say
it's not the same level.
We say women's soccer versus men's soccer because women are good at women's soccer in America, and men in America are not good at men's soccer. That's why.
But take the best women's soccer players and play them against the worst men's soccer players. The men are probably still going to win.
This has nothing to do with this. This lady's
What do you mean it has nothing to do with it?
You went to go take a piss break. You don't see.
I already watched this video earlier when I was setting up the show, so I already know what she said.
The lady said, at least in America, they call it men's soccer. That's them. That's them showing some sort of development.
That's because there is no women's soccer in a lot of these countries.
True.
And that's why our women's team is so good, because they don't really play against anyone.
Okay.
And just because they got credentials doesn't really mean. I mean, Ronda Rousey had credentials. Could she beat John Bones Jones? No.
Dude. Yeah. Ronda Rousey, one of the best female MMA fighters ever. Couldn't even, you know what? Even John Cena could beat up Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And he's not even a trained fighter.
She beat up Triple H at WrestleMania.
Oh, fuck you.
Just be the team, the national team.
Right, because soccer and the soccer team would then, of course, you don't even need it because, of course, that's the men's team. That has been going on for generations, and obviously we're trying to pull them into the 21st century, but they're obviously resisting at this point.
Now, I want to be fair to men too, because this whole, getting kissed while on air actually has happened several times to our Matthew Chance
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
You know, so
Thank you.
But look, he's cool with it. Why? Why isn't he scared? Why isn't he?
I'll tell you why.
I mean, obviously, if that woman would have gotten too aggressive with him, he probably could have just pushed her on the ground if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So
women
okay
can't fight off men. Men can fight off women. If a woman comes and kisses you, well, the 90% of men can fight off 10% of men can get beat by 10% of women. The top 10%.
Like I said, John Cena could probably beat up Ronda Rousey because he's a big, strong dude. I don't think he knows how to fight, but his strength would win. But if I had to fight Ronda Rousey, I'd actually be kind of scared.
Really?
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'd beat the crap out of Ronda Rousey.
I would be scared.
She's a jiu-jitsu black belt.
I'd beat the crap out of her.
You
I'd
would?
taco chop that bitch.
Me and her probably way about this. I tell you what, if she gets you in an arm bar or a chokehold, you'll lose.
I don't think she could wrap her arms around me. She's
think
tiny.
so?
No, dude, I'm fucking like an oak tree, dude.
Yeah,
I don't. Maybe she could knock me out. This is the thing. If she gets where she can reach me, she's so into my reach because my arms are way longer than hers. She's gonna come in hella close. I'm just gonna wrap her neck under my arm, and she's gonna be stuck under my armpit.
You realize she could probably kick you in the head too.
I could kick her in the fucking head,
No, you
dude.
couldn't.
Limber.
Huh?
Yeah.
How tall is she?
Let's see.
She's like 4'9" or something.
Nah, she's at least 5.
If she's
Probably like
5'5" or shorter.
How okay could you kick her without almost totally losing your balance?
Yeah.
Ow. All right, Billy, I want you to stand up, grab your foot, and pull it up over your head like a dude. Please do not break anything.
You're gonna break his fucking hip. Is what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't call that a kick. I would call that swinging your leg.
Yeah,
that's the Jello finisher. The Jello drop. That's a pretty good kick there for a fat boy.
She's 5'7", 135 pounds. So she's pretty light.
Yeah,
I just kick Ronda Rousey in the face
But
7 times.
on the same note, Conor McGregor, 5'9", 154 pounds. So not a very big guy on his own.
I'd kick his ass too.
No, you wouldn't.
What?
He would end her though.
What?
You would not kick Conor
I'd beat up
McGregor's ass.
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather at the same time.
You're so full of shit.
No, I would fight both. I would fight both of them at once before I would fight Brock Lesnar on his own.
And then would you try to sue them?
Fuck no.
I would rather fight Brock Lesnar than I would Conor McGregor.
What? You
Yes, I
crazy
would.
boy. You crazy boy.
I mean, so Conor McGregor is a more skilled fighter for his weight class, but Brock Lesnar is just a fucking freak of nature. And he would, I mean, he would break your face.
That's been broke before.
Worse than it's ever been broken before.
Pimpmonk's like, dude, my face has been broken for 24 years.
No, dude, I've had my eyeball hanging out my face, so it's all right.
God. Yeah, you've been roughed up too much. God protect Pimpmunk. He's a sweet boy.
People want to hurt me. I'm not a sweet boy.
You're not a sweet boy?
I'm a pickle boy.
Oh, Pimpy. Anyways, you know what I'm saying, man.
Jeff Holiday pickleized me at VidCon with that tequila pickle.
So he's actually been tweeting about it. Men are, targets as well.
Absolutely. And if we're talking about this one way, we have to be, of course, discussing the other. That is also unacceptable. The difference is, of course, that women have been with Me Too and everything else. We know we don't have to go any further. We know what's going on there. But it should be unacceptable. And I think what we're talking about here is a lot of drunk people, a lot of fans who are drinking and
Let's just cut right through the chase.
Right.
They're
and
drunk.
so their behavior is abominable both ways.
Their behavior is abominable. They need to stop coming on and being so extreme with these things. Like, you cannot do this to women. Women are powerful. Women are strong. If you kiss them while they're doing a news report, you're a horrible person. You should be like, hey, guys, little note here. This shit you're doing is fucking creepy, dude. Like, women get raped every fucking day because dudes come up and try and go in for something that's not wanted. Like, think about that next time you play a little joke, dude. You could be putting the fucking fear of rape in these women's minds. You should feel like a piece of shit. Like, don't do this. That appeals a little more to the sensibilities of a fucking dude. He's like, whoa, I don't want to be a fucking rapist.
This female sports reporter is actually from my hometown. A lot of like weird the one on the right, Christine Brennan. She's from my hometown, and so is there's a few like big time feminists. Gloria Steinem's another one. Yeah,
on both equally for sure.
Before I let you go, there was a point you wanted to make. Wimbledon's been going on, and a point about Wimbledon and women and their names up on the big board. Go for it.
Yeah, same theme here, Brooke. Wimbledon, New York Times piece today is excellent, actually, talking about how they maintain that they want to call the women, if they're married, Mrs. So Serena Williams has not taken her husband's name, but they're calling her Mrs. Williams. The height of ridiculousness.
Okay.
The height of ridiculousness.
How is that the height of ridiculousness?
This is the height of ridiculousness.
She's married, so she is a Mrs. She just didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of famous women do not take their husband's last names. Whatever. I don't give a shit about that. But yeah, I mean, she is a Mrs. still, right?
Was she married to?
I don't know. Who?
Is it the Reddit guy?
Is it the Reddit guy? I think it is.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, his name's nothing on Reddit.
They bitch about shit that don't matter.
I don't know his real name.
We'll be reading all the Streamlabs in a moment here.
Finn's done 2 now. So
I know.
The flag is his. He's captured the flag.
He has made a pretty crazy bid on it, and we'll be auctioning that off on the next Altered Perspective episode.
And even Billie Jean King.
I sent his flag to him the other day, by the way.
Up until the end of the month. The auction's going to go until the end of July. And,
the end of July.
King, who has long since been divorced from her husband of many years ago, Larry King, on the Wimbledon history board up in the scoreboard where they list all the winners, it's Mrs. L. King.
All right, so...
Cares?
Yeah.
Why do you care?
I mean,
what else?
Is that an issue?
I don't know.
It shouldn't be.
She still uses the name King. She was married to Larry King. If she doesn't want
to... What's her name? Loretta? Like, you know...
It's actually Billie Jean King, which is weird that they put an L there.
What?
It's not Billie Jean King, is it?
Yeah, the tennis player.
She's not married. She wasn't married to Larry King, was she?
I think she was.
Oh, shit.
Let's see.
You guys have the internet? Look it up.
Yeah, because I watched the biopic Battle for the Sexes with what was it, Emma Stone playing Billie Jean King, and they didn't say anything about her banging Larry King.
That's what
lesbian.
she just said, but maybe she was
lesbian.
wrong.
She was Billie Jean King was lesbian. She kissed girls.
Billie Jean King and Larry King were engaged in the fall of 1964 and married in Long Beach, California on September 17th, 1965.
Damn.
There you go.
And after they got divorced, that's when she got into women, apparently.
Snatch.
So Larry King's nasty ass turned her.
I've turned a couple girls.
I imagine.
Maybe they only got with me in the first place because I'm like a fucking halfway drug. I'm like the gateway drug to lesbianism because I got titties and long hair. I don't know, man.
Drug to lesbian. That's
I might
cool.
be. I have turned a couple back though too, temporarily.
There you go.
Let's see what we got here.
I'm basically living reruns of Chasing Amy.
Let's talk about Ed Schultz. Holy shit. So, yeah, you know what? This was the Republicans striking back in the Civil War.
They killed Ed Schultz.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Ed Schultz, local and national broadcast personality, died at Washington, D.C. home of natural causes.
Well, they didn't quote it. They didn't put
No, I'm quoting it. Natural causes.
Ben's saying this is a cover-up by
It was an assassin.
the conservative media is covering up the fact they murdered the left Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, basically.
That's what natural causes means. Everyone knows that's like what an assassin would do, you know?
Fargo. Longtime broadcaster Ed Schultz died of natural causes Thursday, July 5th at his home in Washington, D.C., according to RT America, where he was the host of The News with Ed Schultz. He was 64. We at RT America are sad to announce the passing of Edward Andrew Schultz. Ed Schultz passed quietly early morning on July 5th at his home in Washington, D.C. This announcement comes as a shock to all of us here at RT America, said the channel's official statement. Schultz, a local and national radio and television personality who never shied away from controversy, got his start as a sports broadcaster for Fargo Moorhead television stations in the early 1980s, including time as sports director at W-Day TV. He eventually moved to talk radio, including W-Day Radio, dominating the local airwaves as a conservative firebrand in the 1990s. However, he later said his views changed as he became a Democrat. In 2004, Schultz took his radio show nationwide. Then in 2009, he moved to national television, becoming a primetime progressive voice on MSNBC. Schultz parted way with MSNBC in 2015, starting his job at RT America, formerly called Russia Today, in early 2016. Yeah, I never followed this guy. I really didn't know anything about him.
It is kind of a surprise. I don't natural causes. I guess later on we'll hear like if it was a heart attack or a stroke.
You're
or something.
this conspiracy guy, right? You think
I'm not really.
You think that the right was counterattacking?
It was the Bilderbergs.
I think the left did this to get a white cis male voice off their side. They're culling the ranks. The left fucking killed this guy. They don't want white people in the fucking front run anymore, man. White people need to fall back. If you're liberal and you're white, you're a pussy. Die. That's what they're saying. That's what this article tells me.
Well, where are all the white males going to go then?
To the MAGA. No, it's sad this guy died. I don't know anything about him, but it seems like he dedicated his life to.
He was a left-wing pundit. That's what he was.
Yeah, I feel like if he was a right-wing pundit, I probably would have heard about him because he'd say some crazy shit.
They get way more attention, and they're just more successful in general. I guess the right wing caters to that audience more.
Yeah, people who listen to the radio because they spend a lot of their time driving 4 counties over to work because they live in the fucking boondocks. They drive hour and a half every day to work because they live in the fucking ranch outside of the city. So they have a lot of time to listen to the radio. I think. Yeah, R.I.P. in peace, Ed Schultz.
Pour one down for my dead homie.
In Bruges.
Yeah. Someone said I should turn on 1776 mode.
Over here, over there, we will hit the dusty trail. The caissons go marching along. What does 1776 mode do?
I guess I have to do a shot every time someone donates 1776.
Yeah, sorry, Ben's liver. It's on.
Okay, it's on now. I haven't gotten like really drunk for a while, so.
How will you think it'll affect you on this doc prescribed Adderall?
It'll be fine.
Have you drank on Adderall before?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I had a girl that she'd do Adderall and she would drink like for 24 hours because every time she would drink, the Adderall would keep her awake. She was a marathon drunk. It was amazing. That's why I think I want to like do a prank, go to college campuses and switch out all the roofies for Adderall.
I'm not just gonna do it for America. I'm gonna do it for the fucking show because the Streamlabs haven't been coming in that much lately, guys. So I got to do something.
Fucking piece of shit. Do 1488 mode. Fuck you.
1488. What's?
It's the fucking what is it? Is it alt-right code? 14 is some bullshit. I only learned this last week because people were calling Boogie 2988. They're calling Boogie 1488 or Boogie 1488. It's basically it's the code for. It's the same thing that fucking Milo got bopped with for donating 1488 to a woman's stream, and they shut down his PayPal.
Oh well, I don't care. Donate 1488. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything to us, motherfuckers.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, I'm going to read some of these Super Chats and Streamlabs again. Slain Hope for $10. Love DP, take all my monies. Thank you, Slain Hope. I hope that wasn't literally all your money. We don't want you living on the street.
I hope it was.
I hope that wasn't all your money because we want more.
Queen Tide Pod, $5. through Super Chat. Canada Day is greater than Independence Day. Oh, man, Taco. All right. I'll hit that up in just a second.
Bullshit.
You know what? I had fun. I'll tell you what. In Vancouver, they fucking party so hard on Canada Day.
Nothing's better than America.
It was fucking awesome.
Did you eat poutine?
Yes.
My dude.
Did you eat poutine?
I almost made a fucking sexual joke out of that, but I was like, no, whatever. I did literally eat poutine.
It's delicious.
I made
Yes,
a
it is.
sexual joke out of it. So
I knew you would. You do that with everything. Megan Johnson also became a $10 patron. Megan, you're going to get to see the post show after this show, and you get other cool stuff. If you want to check it out, if you just became a $10 patron, check out all the vlogs we've done. And I just started a travel vlog from when I was in Canada, so you guys will get to check that out too. Hypothesis says $5. Alex Jones actually got it wrong. They weren't gay frogs. They were trans frogs. Yeah, because I believe frogs can actually change their gender. If there's not enough males or there's not enough females, they can. Yeah, and that's
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that was part of the plot in Jurassic Park.
I think the clownfish changes gender as well.
Yeah.
Clowning.
Let's see. Your furry yotaku. Okay. Rap. Guess who's back? Back again. The furry's back. Help fund Ben. Ooh.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? The furries.
Mr. Red 22. Steve Shives said Mr. Rogers is his idol. Okay, well, Mr. Rogers can be his idol, but we don't all live up to our idols.
And fuck Steve Shives.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Steve Shives, but whatever. Mr. Rogers was cool. He was like one of the nicest guys to ever walk the face of the earth.
You can idolize somebody and still miss the fucking mark on their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah.
Like I idolize thin people.
Well, think about all the like total assholes that idolize Jesus, but are like the total opposite.
I think I'm more like Jesus than most Christians I've met.
You said it right. You said Christian instead of Christian.
Yeah, my bad.
Hypothesis for $5. That assaulter from Whataburger is part of the reason why Gen Z is shaping into the most conservative post-World War II generation. So they're saying, the reason why the younger generation is so conservative now, it's because the previous generation is so left-wing.
Well, it's not even that. We're at one of the strongest divides our country's been in popular in recent history, right? Since the last Civil War, we've built up to a place where you almost feel obligated to choose a side. And this wasn't like this in the 90s when I was around, It was like,
yeah, not really. There was partisanship to a degree. Yeah, I mean,
there was partisanship.
I remember the first election I remember really well was Michael Dukakis against George Bush Sr. And it was not as dirty as it is now. I mean, you had Donald Trump telling Hillary he would literally throw her in jail if he became president, which he didn't do and didn't even try to do, which... and I'm going to get to those in just a second here, but we're going to move on. Trash Queen and King for $2. Dick's Mundane Matt rant this week was legendary. I agree. And Dick has agreed to come on our show and debate Mundane Matt. Mundane Matt is still on the fence about that. So you guys should tell fucking Mundane Matt he needs to forget about this private conversation that he wants to have with Dick. This conversation should be had here on DP. If Mundane Matt thinks Maddox was so fucking right, it should be easy to come on here and defend him, right?
I'll throw down a little extra incentive. I won't pick on Mundane Matt the entire episode.
No way.
I won't.
No way.
I'll actually even be Mundane Matt's advocate, and I will try and back him up on everything he says.
If I may have another volley, sir.
I will help Mundane Matt get his point across.
Will you be his advocate like Paul Heyman?
Yes.
If I may have another volley, sir.
If I may have another volley, sir. This is my client, Mundane Matt.
Mundane.
And all he has done is defended a popular YouTube personality, someone I identify with, Maddox. He's a good guy.
You identify as Maddox?
I identify with Maddox.
Oh, whatever.
And hey, let me tell you something. Matt's all classed up from VidCon. He's strong right now.
Grimjack for $2. Billy sad because other kids kept calling him fat. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Who's next for $5? Do the Right Thing and Life are just two films that call bullshit on the Black Panther
being all black cast.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about
Do the Right Thing was not an all black cast.
But this is the thing. Neither was Life either. But
there was Italians.
But this is the thing. This was an all black blockbuster, which was kind of a big deal. You know, it was going to be a huge movie, and people came out and supported it because it had familiar faces. You know, that's why the black population got behind Black Panther, and they should. And it was one of the top 3 earning movies of all fucking time.
Let's see. Ryan himself, $5. Pimp called me a rapist. I don't know what that means. He says that's the problem.
Damn. Damn, Pimp.
I don't know.
Stop raping people. Shit.
Ryan was at VidCon. We were hanging out with him.
Yeah, he was on my show the other day too. So yeah.
And you called him a rapist?
I did. I do believe. I think I did call him a rapist.
Inappropriate.
Damn, that's terrible. So Finn Balls, $25. That tap flag is mine. It makes me so erect thinking about it. You know, right now, yes, you are in the lead. But that happens on the altar perspective. It doesn't happen here. But I have a really cool flag that a bunch of YouTubers signed that I'm auctioning off on the altar perspective.
Great flag too.
That explains what he's talking about. Derp McSquirt for $4.99 through Super Chat. I'll just let Rhonda suck me off. It ain't worth the beating. Yeah, sure,
Damn.
whatever. That is the easier way of getting out of the beating, right?
I think she's more likely to beat you up than blow you, dude.
You gonna beat your meat.
Dex Luther, $5. Rhonda versus Billy the Blob Fridge. Was that your moniker when you were a wrestler?
He gave me that name.
Oh, he gave it?
Every once in a while, though, people called me Billy Blob Thornton.
That's funny.
SYNJ666, $2. Rhonda got the arm bar on Nia Jax, so she could definitely get it on you. You're about the same size, LOL.
I'm way bigger than Nia Jax.
Yeah, you are bigger than Nia Jax. She's just big for a woman.
Yeah.
And she's like Samoan or something. Ryan himself, $5. Tara LaRosa once beat the shit out of some dude on the internet who said he could take her. Book the fight.
Damn.
Let's see. Finballs again, $25. Let's try that again. You know what? Your first Streamlab did show, Finn, but I'll take it. Yes, the flag is yours. Both of them did show, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
He must have not have saw it or something. All right, so there's the 17. No, there's 3 of them. I'm gonna read these 2 others, and then and then you guys hold them till later. We're gonna do another one after Crazy People. Taco Flambe 1776. Oh, Justin Ship for $5. Justin Shit. What's the most amazing magic trick you've ever seen? I'll tell you that in a second while I'm pouring the shot. Also, Hypothesis, here I sit brokenhearted, came to shit but only farted. Yeah, I've read that on bathroom stalls before. Anyway, I'll tell you the most. I'm just going to pour I don't have the wheel set up, but I'm just going to pour myself a shot of tequila and take it. I'm going to pour 3 of them.
Blech.
So, the most amazing magic trick I've ever seen in my life was I went to see Penn and Teller, and they asked, does anyone in the crowd have a cell phone that can record video? And a bunch of people raise their hand, they pick somebody, and they go, okay, well, start recording video right now. And they start recording it, and Teller takes the phone and uses a little bit of sleight of hand, and the phone vanishes. It's gone, okay? And then they're like, they point to the woman that was sitting next to them, and next to the guy when he got out of the audience. They were like, can you call his phone? So she calls the phone, and all of a sudden we hear the phone ringing in the back of the audience, like in the back of this big theater in Las Vegas. So they're like, hey, whoever's back there that hears that ringing, can you grab that and bring it up to us? So someone reaches under their seat, and there's a box. and you can hear the phone ringing inside the box. So they bring it, they bring the box up to the stage, and Penn opens the box, and inside of the box is a fish surrounded by ice, like a fresh fish surrounded by ice, and you can hear the phone ringing from inside the fish. They take a knife and cut the fish open, and inside of the fish, inside of a plastic bag, is the guy's phone, still recording video.
Wow.
It wasn't the most miraculous, illusion I had ever seen.
Yeah,
but it was
pretty
just
cool.
like, wow.
Did they put that phone in a fish's butt?
Yeah.
I don't know how they did. There's actually videos from people's cell phones of that trick. Like, it shows you what happens to the phone. So you kind of get an idea of how they did it.
Dude,
So-
I was a kid when David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear. That was
One.
the shit.
I've seen David Copperfield live 3 times. The first time and the last time was awesome. The middle time, terrible.
The greatest trick I've ever seen was the devil convincing the world he didn't exist.
One of the best tricks I've ever seen is how Billy can be so serious but be so full of shit.
It's a gift.
Which is why he deserves to be punched by random people.
Look.
For saying the wrong things.
Maybe people shouldn't be punched, but everybody's like, there's no excuse for violence. Getting a punch in the face isn't that violent. Like, getting the fucking shit kicked out of you is terrible. I'm not recommending
Well,
that.
yeah, within an inch of your... No, but you still are protected under the law from being assaulted.
But people should still fear of getting punched in the face for acting stupid and being fucking saying things that some do. But I think people need to have that fear reinstalled in them.
I was trolling Billy with the N-word so badly at VidCon, and then me and him go to like the chicken and waffles place, and we're sitting out front, like because their waiting area was like out front, and like we're like two of like a total of 5 white people out there, and everyone else is black, and I'm like, how about I play the text to speech now?
I was
Billy?
like, let's see, Ben, maybe you should live in a world where you fear getting punched in the face. That'd be one of those situations where if they knocked you the fuck out,
and
I'd
they
be
would
like,
go to jail,
and you would deserve
and
it.
If they
you would fucking
why would I
deserve
deserve it? Why? Because
Why?
I made a phone say a word.
Because I did the text to speech of the N-word.
So what word do people say to me that makes it okay for me to assault people?
It's all about context.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Okay.
there is no magic word, dude.
There is for black people, according to you.
Well.
So why don't I get to have a word
Because
that
of
makes
your
it okay
privilege.
for me to assault?
Because you're privileged.
Fuck you! I'm not privileged.
I mean, you don't have
they have a privilege.
You don't have
Yeah,
an
it
assault
sounds like
word.
a privilege to me when they get to punch people for saying a word.
And that is a privilege. You know, a lot of people have
behind the word.
Not just white people have privilege. You know,
what privilege
Wait,
do
yeah,
I
yeah,
have?
yeah, what
You know
privilege
what?
are we talking about?
My
the privilege is there isn't a word that gets you punched in the face.
What? There's a word I can say that gets me punched in the face. That's not a privilege.
But there's not
you
a
know
word.
What?
There's not a word
There's
that
an
lets you punch
illusion.
people
Hold
in
on.
the face.
Hold on. There's an illusion of me having privilege which doesn't exist, and because of that, I have the opposite of privilege.
Everybody has privilege, dude. Everybody has privilege.
What's
You know,
my privilege? What do I get?
Homeless people have privilege.
What do I get
They
out
have,
of
they have
being
not
on the
having to pay
streets,
rent
fuckers?
privilege.
What do I get out of being a straight, cis, 37-year-old white male? What privilege do I get?
You can get any job you want, and you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
I can?
Yeah.
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 All white people are millionaires, and they're racist.
Yeah.
Wait, does that make me racist? Never mind.
Yeah.
now you're racist, Reactor. Shit.
I just admitted it by accident.
Ben, if a black dude ever calls you a cracker bitch, you can hit him.
But everybody
can't.
has privilege, dude.
No, I can't. It would
If a
not
black
be
dude
viewed the
jumps up
same
in my
way.
face if a black dude jumps up in my face with the intentions of like being an asshole, and he just says, "You cracker bitch," I may hit him.
I wouldn't hit anybody because I think those slurs are funny as fuck. They don't offend me at all.
They're funny.
But here's the thing. If someone did call me that and I was like, I beat their ass because they called me a cracker, no one would say that was justified. But if I called a black person the N-word and they beat my ass, there's a lot of people that would think that was justified.
Yeah,
Because
I'm one of them.
Committed a hate crime.
Why are you one of them?
I think if
you're just catering to your base at this point.
No, here's the thing. Some words have more power than others. Cracker doesn't have the same power.
Prejudice plus power.
But it's because
Anita,
we give them power. It's because we give the word more power.
They've gotten power. The word has a history. It's a loaded fucking word, and if you say that word, you might as well pull the trigger on a gun because you've opened up a fucking bag of worms, dude.
It's a term for
What word are you talking about, Billy?
Sometimes, in certain contexts, maybe, but
not context when certain people say it.
Yeah.
But what word are you talking about?
That's not a
Depending on your
context.
skin color, you're either
That's a
racist
double
or
standard.
not.
But are you talking about the N word?
Yeah. What about the word
Natalie?
Polak? What about the word Polak? That's a slur.
Is it as bad? People call me fat all the time. I don't think I have the right to punch them.
Polak, being called Polak was just as bad as being called the N-word at one point.
You
in time.
think?
Yes.
Well, at one time, we live in a world right now where we don't have signs saying Polak lives matter on people's porches because
I
people.
have a question for you, Ben. Now, you saying that nothing anybody says gives you the right to hit them, right? Is that what you're saying?
The only time is when someone's like, "I'm about to kill you right now." I would say if someone threatens you, then yes, you have the right to attack them because they just told you that they were going to assault you. Otherwise, no. If it's not a
What if
threat,
they call your daughter? If you have a daughter, and they call your daughter.
I don't care. I don't care. No. An insult does not. Insults do not give you the right to assault somebody.
I'm not saying you have the right to assault. I'm saying sometimes you have the responsibility to assault. If you feel like somebody is taking something precious to you and pissing on it, then maybe you should fucking punch them in the face.
Why do you hate Polacks?
Why do I hate Polacks? I don't. I think Polish women are some of the most giving lovers.
I can't say that I've never hit. I mean, I have hit people for just talking shit. So
I know, dude. You know what? And Pimpmunk's a really nice guy, but I can see when we make fun of Pimpmunk enough, I start to see old Pimpmunk come back.
Well, I even told Billy that. I even told Billy sometimes I have to bring it down before I, get angry like I used to. I have worked on that for many years to be the nice guy that I am now.
Literally, I don't give a fuck if you fuck with me at all. But don't fucking touch me.
If somebody touches you, you have every right to hit them.
I do think that if you hit somebody because they are saying things about your family or about your heritage or whatever, you're not above the law. You should still go to jail for it, but you should feel confident in jail that you did the right thing. Spike Lee.
Attacking people is not the right thing, though.
See, I think violence is very American. I think that we live
Violence can't shut a motherfucker up.
Yeah. But it's not even violence. It's not even violence. Punching somebody, knocking somebody on their ass, they can get up and walk away. Equating socking someone in the face with somebody getting jumped or someone getting shot or somebody getting stabbed.
I mean, you could knock out a different thing. You could do permanent damage punching someone in the face. Yes.
You could. You can give them a haymaker and dislocate their fucking jaw and knock their brain into pieces.
Break an eye socket. Their eye could fall out of their head.
Happened to Pimpmunk. A lot of things have happened to Pimpmunk that I wouldn't want to happen to me.
I know. Dude, that one night when we were back at Jeff Holliday's place and we were sitting there with Hi, I Think I'm Real, I was having Pimpmunk tell him all the shit that's happened to him, and dude was rolling over all that shit.
Yeah, he was tripping.
I got hit in the head with a 2x4.
Pimpmunk hates when I imitate him.
Hey,
that's all right. I don't get mad.
Oh, you do get mad.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna fucking hit you.
and that's the thing, right? I want to live in a world where if somebody wants to fucking hit me, fucking do it, right?
So it's okay to punch Nazis. You're cool with the Nazi punching thing.
I mean, I personally think it's a waste of fucking time because that's what they want you to do. They want you to hit them. It gives them more moral standing that they're attacking us. We can't be that bad. We're not being violent anymore.
Right.
We're not going out in the streets and attacking people. They're attacking us now.
So assault is assault.
So when a Nazi says something racist, do you think someone should attack him?
I mean, if there's an old Jewish grandpa that survived the Holocaust and someone says something in front of him,
chances are they're almost 100 years old.
Then he should rap.
Be
He should rap
anybody.
the dude over the head with his cane.
He's risking his life by moving that fast.
Probably, yeah.
Charles says, okay, someone hit Billy in the face with a 2x4.
I mean, honestly, I'm going to press charges on you, and I think that's the right thing to do if someone attacks you. But
what are you saying then? You're all over the fucking
I'm just saying people should still fear the fucking punch.
They do.
They should still fear that shit when they talk. They should when you speak and you say something that is possibly offensive.
Someone Mocha said cancel Patreon. Not giving a red cent to a lefty like Billy. Billy doesn't make any money from Patreon.
Yeah, don't worry about that, dude. But here's the thing. I don't think people should go around hitting people. I don't. But I feel like people...
What? You've been saying for the last hour and a half, you think...
Because I feel like people shouldn't feel just safe to say what the fuck they want.
No! That's freedom of speech, dude!
No. Freedom of speech is saying what you... I feel like when people speak... All right, they should speak with conviction and be willing to get punched in the fucking face. Well, if you really feel passionate enough about something, you should be willing to take a fucking hit for it. Yeah. If you have that dedication and passion, you should live up to it with your fucking physical embodiment.
Can someone donate more 1776s? Because this motherfucker's making me want to drink even more.
Just hit him.
Fucking do it. Fucking do it.
Hey, don't we have the castle doctrine here where if I get assaulted in my own house, I can shoot somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Ain't
I
that
do
America?
believe the internet has given a lot of these young I do believe the internet has given a lot of these little keyboard kung fu ninjas the balls to say shit, and there's no repercussions for them, so they don't fear getting their ass whooped. I think that's what Billy's trying to say. He just wishes that people had that fear. That way, sometimes some of these little pussies just shut the fuck up.
I mean, yeah. Like, I don't think people should get punched for what they think, right?
Yeah.
But I do feel like people should not think they can just say whatever the fuck they want and be safe. That's not how it works in the jungle. You can't just bark.
We're not in the jungle.
You can't just
bark.
bark.
Society,
You can't.
It's society, baby.
You can't just bark at a fucking lion and expect not to get bit.
Okay. We're not lions. We're not savages.
Some people are, though. Some people are forced into a corner and they have to become savages to survive.
Well, the savages go to prison. Yeah.
That's racist.
And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with people going to prison for taking action.
About black people
It's part of the fight. It's part of the
not.
fucking... I just want people to stand by their words more than just with words.
So you stand behind someone who was offended by something someone else said and then becoming a felon by assaulting them and thus ruining probably their own life. Because, yeah.
You're not going to ruin your life for punching somebody.
As a felon? Wait, oh, you have a felony on your record? Let me tell you all the things you can't do.
Well, yeah,
you can't vote.
But then you have to be more careful.
It makes it harder to get a job. It makes it harder to get an apartment.
Yeah, so it also makes it harder to fucking slap somebody when they're talking shit. And that's fine. You already fucked up. You already branded yourself a fucking felon. Now you have to live a different life.
Wow, dude.
You have to sell drugs now to make a living.
Yeah, you got to sell drugs.
You got to be a criminal now that you're a felon.
You got to sell drugs. No, look, guys, everybody watching right now, I want to apologize if you think I think that your freedom of speech should
Your
be
apology
punch you in the
offends
face.
me, and now
All
I
right?
want to hit you in the head with a 2x4.
And I'm saying then fucking do it. I'm tired of pussy fucking people yapping and nothing fucking happens. Stand by your words. Be the fucking strength that you talk about. Don't just talk about it, be about it. God damn it. I'm starting to punch people in the face ethno state. Fuck. If you want to move to my punch people in the face ethno state, all you gotta do is be willing to punch people in the fucking face.
I am unbelievably sad because the guy who made the Chris Chan documentary has to stop because he's literally covering Chris Chan has literally driven him crazy.
What?
Yes. Yes, this is his video saying, guys, I have to stop. I can't go through an entire day of my life without thinking about Chris Chan, and I need to stop.
Oh, man.
Hey, and hello. My name is Gino Samuel, and I'm making this video because I have an important announcement to make. It's gotten to a point where I don't feel like I can actually do the Chris Chan videos anymore, so at least temporarily, I'll have to stop making them. And there are a few...
And I want to mention, Hellbent warned us about this shit. He did. He said anyone that gets involved with Chris Chan eventually has to quit.
It destroys them.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Reasons for
Power
this.
of Chris Chan.
Well, firstly, the whole YouTube thing has really thrown a wrench into the works, and the transition from YouTube to other video hosting platforms has not been the smoothest.
So yeah, those are easy reasons. Like someone flagged his shit for bullying, even though Chris Chan was cool with him doing the documentary. Christine even said, you know, don't flag this guy. I don't have a problem with it. So, I mean, the endorsement from Chris Chan means a lot. But that's just the tip of the fucking iceberg.
Because
Listen
whether
to
you
what
like
he
it or
says.
not, YouTube is the best at what they're doing. And other new alternatives like BitChute and DTube still have a lot of problems, and it doesn't really make for a satisfying video watching experience. I mean, it's hard to make a new YouTube, you know? So for part 13, I ended up uploading to 3 different sites, and it dawned on me that it's really not worth all the trouble if not so many people watch them. Because it still takes a lot of time to make the videos, and the payoff basically is not the most ideal. Now, the second point is probably the most important.
It is.
For those of you who have supported the videos, you have been vocally very supportive of it and very enthusiastic, and I thank you very much for it. But for those of you actively watching the videos as time went on for like the last three months or so,
where's this guy from? All you Europeans out there, where's he from? Is he like Norwegian or something?
It's been 40 minutes of your life every 2 weeks, and if you want to do extra historical research, it's up to you. But for me, Chris Chan has been in my head for at least a few hours, almost every single day for the past half a year, and I don't feel like I can do this anymore.
That would drive you crazy.
During the
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I've never seen a more meticulous version of Chris Chan ever. I mean, and I recommended it, and I had so many people who had never even heard of Chris Chan before being like, oh my god, now I'm in the Chris Chan rabbit hole. I can't get out of it. So
past week or so,
people are saying he's Swedish. Close enough.
I've been pretty much non-stop working on an album that I've been kind of recording for the past 6 years, and it's almost finished, and it's really exciting, and it's fun not thinking about Chris Chan, honestly. And I know that very many of you are going to be quite disappointed by this decision, but I feel like if I kept on doing this, then I'd end up hating it more and more, and you're going to feel that something's different, something's off, and that I'm just doing it because I have to, and not that because I want to. I kind of felt like if I paced myself and made them once every 2 weeks, that I'd still be okay mentally, but I realized that I really need a lot more than that. So, at least until next year, there's not going to be any more Chris Chan related stuff from me.
Dude,
it's been kind of an interesting...
what you should do is start a Patreon and set a money limit per video that you put out. I guarantee you people would pay it. And
Ben wants more content. Ben loves this.
I'm telling this guy how to make it easier on himself, because I'm guessing he probably has like a normal job and stuff. Reward yourself, dude.
Do you think it's about money with him? Like,
No. I'm saying the money can make it easier on him.
I thought he was going crazy because he has to watch Chris Chan 3 hours a fucking day.
That's definitely part of it, but money makes all that shit easier.
4 months, definitely. And
how do you think I've talked to G-Man so many times in my life?
Possibly partially because of my videos, and partially because of PewDiePie's video from last year. There's been kind of a Chris Chan craze going on YouTube. Chris Chan documentary has become almost like a subcategory of YouTube videos.
It has.
So
it has a life of its own.
There are other ways for you to...
And like the thing about Christine is she's too out there to realize this shit. She doesn't know how to monetize her intellectual property.
Like Sonichu?
No. Her existence is monetizable, but she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. And I even sent her a few messages to be like, hey, like, come on our show, talk to us. I'll make it worth your while. Because I know that in like her family and her are like having an issue right now with money. And honestly, as someone who knows how to monetize shit on the internet, she's sitting on a gold mine that she doesn't realize, and she's trying to sell all of her shit to make money, but all she has to do is give the audience what they want.
To satiate your
That's
hunger
all I
for
have to say
Christian.
about that, and it's very
now
true.
The last point is that in about a month or so, maybe a bit longer than a month, I'm going to be starting a new job. I'm going to be moving to a new place. So I need to get ready for that. And I really don't think that I'd be able to make those videos anyway, even if I didn't stop now. So I hope you guys can understand my reasoning for postponing the series. Special thanks to WCT, Christiana Comprehensive History Archive.
So, covering Chris Chan drove him crazy. He's not making them anymore. They're great videos. If you can find them, check them out. They're very detailed. He's great at narrating them.
I was expecting more crazy.
No, not from him. I just put it under crazy people because, you know, I don't know where else to put it.
I was covering Chris Chan and it drove me crazy.
This video did not download properly. I'm going to skip it.
Hey guys, Josh your son here. So sitting here with my gorgeous.
Okay. All right. I just want to point out, way out of your league, like incredibly out of your league, dude.
Who, this girl?
Yeah.
He married up.
Nah, she got a face like a Guy Fawkes mask.
Well, that picture right there does not do her justice, though.
Yeah,
honestly.
she's actually really good looking.
Awesome, beautiful,
We don't know anything about this
godly,
guy, so.
I think just being around him makes you appear uglier.
What do you mean?
because
He's like the Christian Kevin James, dude.
He's
we know a
Kevin
lot about
James.
Josh Fierce, he's a fucking piece of shit.
He's Kevin James and Fred Durst's love child. They met backstage after a Limp Bizkit concert.
Then after they did a Limp Bizkit on Guy Fieri.
He said, she said bullshit.
You guys actually know who he is? Or
Josh Fierstein.
Yeah.
He's a
okay.
internet televangelist type of guy, right?
feminine wife Jessica, and as we were sitting here watching on the news, some of these women that were out there protesting Trump,
I mean, like, this is just her, like, at home hanging out. I mean, like, she is way too attractive.
She's not got makeup on,
I
dude.
noticed something about all
he's
of
like
them.
a priest or something?
Yeah, he's like he's like
So
an
he's wealthy.
online pastor.
Very well.
Yeah.
None of them looked feminine.
And he has the power
or
of
like
God
a woman
to
at
attract
all. In
women.
fact, if you hate men so much,
But now
why do
she
you
was
want to
wealthy
look
before
like
she met him too.
Oh.
him?
She was what?
So my wife said something.
Rich.
She was rich?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's also covered in faith, so she values his commitment to the Lord, dude. That's more attractive to women in the faith than money. Because money only gets you so far. She already has money. This is going to make sure she gets into heaven and saves lives. That's one of the saving people's eternal souls is an aphrodisiac.
Powerful that I want her to repeat to you, babe. Why are you feminine but not a feminist?
Right. Well, I'm not interested in proving that I can do what a man can do. I can actually do what a man can't do. I'm just
Oh, come on! She's preaching now. That's why it is that women. You don't need to be afraid of gender roles. There's all these people saying, "Oh, we got to break."
I'm glad he
gender
let his
stere-"
wife say half a sentence.
Yeah. Oh, shut the fuck up, bitch!
I'm taking over now.
My turn.
I'll tell you what. Josh Fierstein has gotten fatter and fatter, like, since we started covering him, and now he probably just spends all day laying in this bed.
He is kind of in a Brett Keane position.
And I was told by a German fan of the show that that Fierstein literally means Flintstone, Firestone, like the stone you get fire from. And he is kind of Fred Flintstone-ish in a way. because his big fat neck like fits down into his. Yeah.
Well, Ma.
I mean, honestly, Billy, like, you might even be bigger than him, but you have more of a jawline than this dude.
I don't know about
No,
that.
you do now. Ever since you lost the weight, you've got, like, more of a jaw now.
I used to...
No, it was here. Like, you had extra, like, you had, like, a plumpy face, but now all that's gone. And now you have, like, a jawline.
I don't know, dude. I suffer from anorexia. I look in the mirror and I still feel fat.
Well, that's body dysmorphia is what that is.
Stereotypes and gender roles that have, these things are old-fashioned. They're not old-fashioned. They're ancient. There's a difference because ancient means that they've stood the test of time, which means, women, that you don't have to prove that you can do what a man can do. When you were designed by God to do what a man can't do.
Which is suck a fat ton of dick.
Oh, no. Guys can do that.
Yeah, they can.
All right. If you agree with me, take a moment and share the video. God bless from both of us. Have a beautiful day.
God bless you too.
Yeah, that was cute. I love how he had his wife in the video to say half a sentence.
Because he can't say that stuff without her.
Hey, it's the guy from Boston today, and I got a tremendous email I want to read to you. The name of this email is Harsh Laws.
Harsh laws.
Hash laws.
Yeah. Park the car in Harvard Yard, you retard.
Here's one of some of these harsh laws. There'll be no special bilingual programs in the schools. There'll be no special ballots for elections. All government business will be conducted in our language. Foreigners will not have the right, no matter how long they're here. Foreigners will never be able to hold political office.
All right, you're fat as fuck and you're smoking a cigar.
Is he running
I'll
for
walk
mayor?
up to you and slap you in the face and run away from you so easily.
At least he's American.
Foreigners will not be a burden to the taxpayers.
A burden.
No welfare, no food stamps, no health care, or other government-assisted programs whatsoever.
Okay, well, healthcare is not a government-assisted program, except if you have Medicare and Medicaid, which very few people qualify for that. So, like, why are you pretending like healthcare is just something you're given when you're a citizen here? We know this. You're not.
Hell no.
This guy's such a piece of shit.
Foreigners can't invest in this country, but it must be the amount equal to 40,000 times the daily minimum wage.
40,000 times the daily minimum wage? Okay.
If foreigners do come and want to buy land, that will be okay. But options will be restricted. You are not allowed waterfront property.
So you just mean foreigners in general? I mean, like, you look Italian. When did your fucking family come here?
That is reserved for citizens naturally born into this country.
Okay.
Naturally born.
So, like, if that would have been true when your ancestors came here, they wouldn't have even come here.
No, I'm
And
sure
you
his
wouldn't have been born.
ancestors were treated like shit too, though.
Oh, well, I can't be sure of that. I don't know, but
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. Italians weren't really treated like shit. I mean, not like other racial groups.
This guy's body's been treated like shit.
Yeah, the Irish and the Polacks, definitely.
Foreigners may not protest. No demonstrations, no waving a foreign flag. No political organizing whatsoever.
So no freedom of speech is what you're saying.
Not if you're a foreigner.
Yeah, exactly.
No bad-mouthing our president or his politics.
So no freedom of speech. Okay? So you're not American. You're like against the fundamentals of what makes people American. Because part of being an American and part of the Constitution is being able to badmouth the president, no matter who they are.
But he's saying these people aren't Americans.
If you're living in America and you have citizenship, then you are allowed. I mean, like, anyone's allowed to do that here, though.
Yeah. And you should be. I mean, this guy isn't the fucking the Secretary of State or anything. He's some fat shit in front of a flag with fingers thicker than his fucking cigar.
Yeah, he's got 6 fingers.
What is
He's He's probably got a pack of hot dogs on the back of his neck,
Oh,
too.
you know he does.
If you do,
The guy
you'll
looks like
be
a
sent
walking
home.
butcher shop.
If you do come to this country illegally, you will be hunted down.
Let's talk about people like you who are a drain on society. I mean, like, you don't think that when, you know, like when your health gets really bad because you're super fat and you smoke a lot, that you're not a drain on society more than people
Hey,
that...
now.
No, I'm being honest, though.
He probably isn't more of a drain on society than
Maybe-
people who don't pay into the system at all.
I mean, eventually, when people are paying to keep his ass alive,
Like a fucking deer and sent straight to jail. Harsh, you say? The above laws happen to be immigration laws of what country? Mexico. You know what, America? Wake the fuck up and smell the coffee. That's right. Mexico. We're getting fucked because their country sucks. Wake the fuck up. Harsh laws? I don't know.
okay, so his whole point was, I just read the rules of Mexico, which I dispute a lot of those because there's a lot of people that don't fit that mold that live in Mexico. Mexico usually welcomes a lot of people with money into Mexico.
Well, that's the difference, right? These laws are Mexican, but the people from Mexico don't want to be there. They don't agree with the laws either. They want to leave fucking Mexico.
Part of the reason it sucks to live in Mexico is because of the U.S. drug war.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Because it's American money funding the cartels. The cartels make their fortunes off of the fact that it's illegal here in the States. Yeah. And then they make life miserable by taking control of all the border towns. And that's why people want to leave. So just legalize drugs. I've been saying this on Twitter now for like probably the last week.
But if we legalize drugs, then we won't have the drug war, so we won't have cheap labor from the countries nearby.
Yeah,
that'll cause problems.
That's why we need to get these robot pizza fucking makers on the on the fast track.
And then what's the for-profit prison industry gonna do?
Hey, fix America first and help the citizens of America first and throw out all these illegal alien motherfuckers. Guy from Boston with another public service message. Remember, you all thinking it.
He's already out of breath.
But I had the balls to say it. Harsh laws.
You're all thinking it.
They got something on us.
Okay.
This guy's such a fucking cartoon.
Okay, this page is Catherine the Great reincarnated. And the emphasis on this page is on my royal ancestry and the fascinating way that I came into existence.
You know what? I'm gonna skip Gail this time, and I'm gonna save her for next time because we're running a little short on time anyway.
Oh shit.
Oh God, we have to cover Roosh V.
So I went to the nightclub the other night, and I must be single if I'm going to a nightclub. And it was a little bit sad.
You must be single because you're Roosh V, and nobody would want to fucking have an actual long-term relationship with you. Because you're a fucking loser who pretends like he's some god's gift to women when you're not.
A little bit sad because now I see it in a different way. I see the club and the people who go to the club in a different way.
The way he describes vagina in this actually grosses me out to vagina.
And one thing I notice about the women is what they put on display. It's like, what is the qualities that both women and men are...
What are the qualities, by the way?
Putting at the forefront of their being when they're in a nightclub or even a bar. And for the men, they're putting their strength, their virility.
Oh yeah, I see men doing push-ups and bench presses and all that shit. Yeah, at the club all the time.
At the forefront, you know, guys with their tight shirts or wealth. They're showing off how much money that they have through how they look and their clothing.
Okay, you think there's just like charities that hand out like nice clothing to women. I don't know.
But women is a little bit different. They're not showing that. What a woman shows when she goes to the nightclub is her vagina, like the meat of her vagina.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He keeps referring to it as vagina meat.
Can provide an
talking about
orgasm.
camel toe?
Like my
Like-
vagina can give you an orgasm. That is the only quality that a woman shows. So she's basically saying, if you pick me, I'm going to give you a nut that you won't forget. It's not, I will raise your kids. I will cook
Nobody
you
goes to a
meals.
club looking for the father of their fucking child.
I know,
You go to the
some
club
people.
because you want to get fucked.
I think what
That's
he's
where the
saying,
guys
though,
are there
is,
too.
Like women go and dance because they're trying to show off how sexual they are. Maybe.
Yeah.
Is that what he's
Is it-
saying? Like they all go into a pile and just start dancing to show the guys how athletic they are or something.
They're meat.
The guys go there to fucking do the same thing. They got their little Cox packages. They grind their fucking dicks on the girls' asses when they're dancing together. They're like, oh yeah, you want to search it? You want to see my big old fucking bubble, my front bubble, baby?
Be there for you in your tough times. It's I will give you a nut. If you pick me, judging by how skimpily dressed
be
I
a
am
nigger
in my
toe?
makeup and how I'm dancing.
What? That's a nut. Hold on, that's a nut. Isn't that a type of nut?
No.
What? What is?
No, nothing. Never mind.
The way
That's
girls
the
do it.
colloquial term for Brazil nut
all
that
I'm good
grandmothers
for
used in
is
early
orgasm.
1900s.
Like, my vagina meat is better than her vagina meat. It lubricates.
And all the guys are saying my dick is better than his dick. This is what people do.
No one says vagina.
His dick meat.
No
Yeah.
one, no woman refers to their vagina as meat. I'm sorry.
He's making a euphemism.
He's gross.
He is gross.
He's saying it so that you're grossed out.
I'll never look at a cold cut sandwich again.
It's self
I will. I'll go to
lubricating.
Arby's tonight.
And I don't have herpes, so pick my vagina meat. And it's weird, isn't it? It's like,
isn't it weird that
no
women
one's ever
say
said this to me.
vagina meat?
I think, in my opinion, a girl should go to a club wearing pictures of the meals that she has cooked, like selfies of meals that she has cooked, so I can judge her for her homemaking. But girls, they don't do that. They just
They
kind
do
of.
that when they go to a fucking church function or a community function. They do potlucks. If you want to find a fucking mother for your children, go somewhere else. Don't go to the fucking club. Guys don't go to the club to find who makes the best fucking souffle. They go to the club to tear some ass up, and the girls that are in the know that, and they put their fucking butthole on display. So the guy says, "Look, you want some fucking sweet dick? Because I want some fucking cooter too." And they do what they do. Like you don't.
Rouge V.
Rouge V. You're wrong.
Artificially.
The problem is this guy's going to the club looking for someone to make him food. That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah.
Make it seem like
I'm with the mother of my child
the
to be able to
being
cook a good
attached to their
pie.
vagina meat
Fuck
is
you.
better than the next girl, and that you have to get into the club scene and get drunk and put your balls on the chopping block.
Rue, shut the fuck up down there and do your laundry.
Sorry, Mom. Shut the fuck up. I'm making a video about vagina meat right now.
God, Mom, shut your
Just
vagina
for that,
flaps.
because that's what chopping block. That's what it is. It's like a butcher. Like you go to a butcher that has 20 kinds of ham, and you say to the butcher, "Stand."
Don't ruin ham. Is this a vegan propaganda video?
Mix him in with the guy that only gives oral to vegans through the video. Remember that fucking guy? This is like equally gross.
It sounds like him.
It's equally gross.
Hey Stan, I want that cut of ham. And then he said, "Okay,
No!
hold on." And he goes
Stop this analogy. This is terrible.
in the back.
I want that cut of ham.
He's like,
Oh, do you remember Barbara loved the fucking vegan vagina video?
Yeah, Ben woke her up in the morning with a fucking YouTube video blaring in her ear about some guy slapping and licking his lips. I'm eating the vegan vagina now, the vegan.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Ben, me too, dude. Chill out.
Sarush, we don't have that. We have another cut of meat that is much cheaper and more to your liking. It's like, so the girl doesn't want you. She's like, her meat is not available to you, so you have to go for a different cut of meat, and then you bring her home, and you don't care about her fertility. In fact, most of those girls are infertile. Like, most girls are on birth control pills. So there's no evolutionary theory here where the most fertile displays, I'm healthy, look at me. They're all infertile. And
they're all infertile.
Really want to have a child with a girl who's on God knows how many drugs? She's already on antidepressant pills, and she's getting drunk out of her mind. It's really anti-evolution. Like, a club is, look how sterile I am, but my vagina meat is so good, and you need this meat.
Does he have like a social disorder?
Right? He walks into clubs and just starts thinking about vagina meat.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people walk into the club. A lot of people walk into the club thinking about vagina meat, but that's what they want.
His older videos were like, if you see a girl you want at the club, hide around the corner and wait for her to like come around, and then you come around the corner too and accidentally run into her. Like he had like
Spill your drink on her.
Yeah. Or like just stare at her. Like if she's at the bar ordering a drink, get really close and stand behind her and just stare at her.
If I had to choose between watching this guy talk for an hour or Anita Sarkeesian talk for an hour, I'm watching Anita Sarkeesian for 1 hour, dude.
Why'd you have to say that?
I would. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This guy's fucking.
And you were like bargaining with the butcher. Come on, I need some meat, man. Give me something.
Stop!
And next thing, he's showing you this bologna with like slime oozing out. Like, damn, I don't want that kind of meat. So that's how it is.
You shouldn't want slime bologna in the euphemism of sex or the fucking butcher. You shouldn't. Like,
I think he's trolling.
He's not trolling. He's talking. He's talking to.
He's Rushby.
He's preaching to the choir. He has a fucking incel audience that wants to hear this shit. They want to hear him denigrate vagina because they don't understand what it's like to have a nice fucking cut of capicola. You know what I'm saying? So salame, hey!
Because people, at least the men, you can argue that the men are showing traits that are advantageous to life, survival, strength, money that he can provide, But what are women showing? They're showing that their vagina can give an orgasm.
That's what most guys at the club want. They want an orgasm, you dumb shit. They don't want a fucking baby.
Yeah, they probably don't even want to see her the next day.
Yeah. Like the women that go there, some of them probably do want to meet the man of their fucking dreams, and they're dumb shits. That's like going to McDonald's to get a fucking T-bone steak. You're going to the wrong fucking place, but people still go to McDonald's for food.
That's a great analogy.
They still go to McDonald's for food, even though they're not getting what they really fucking need or want. They're getting some fucking fast food, and you're getting some fast ass here at the club. That's why you go there, and the guys know that. The girls mostly I think they mostly know that. I don't think any girl thinks it's going to be the magic night where maybe every fucking girl thinks that. I don't know. I'm not a girl. I'm a boy. You might not notice that by my long curly hair and my rubenesque face, but I'm not a feminist, man. Every time I think about women that really want to get married at the fucking club, it makes me want to fucking punch women, dude. And then I'll go to jail, Ben. Then I'll go to fucking
you
jail.
Punch everybody.
If women go to the club to find a guy, it's the stupidest thing in the world. To find a husband at the fucking club, it's the stupidest thing in the fucking world.
You should go to the farmer's market.
Yes, go to the farmer's market. Find the guy that's looking at the fucking rutabagas. Be like, oh, you like rutabagas? I can cook with rutabagas really well. You should come over and have my rutabaga souffles, my rutabaga pie, some other shit like that. I'm very angry tonight, Ben.
I don't know what
I'm very angry tonight.
All right, so I'm putting this up, and I'm also going to go ahead and read the remainder of the Streamlabs and Super Chats that came in. Just remember, 1776 mode is active. And also, if you want the chance to be on the show and win some money, become a $50 or more patron. We're going to have a quiz show on the show once a month. The winner wins $100. So if you're a $50 patron, you're winning 50 extra bucks. If you're a $100 patron, you break even, but you still get all the extra stuff, and you get a chance to be in a tournament of champions, to which the prize is $200. So you could win $300 total dollars. So let's go ahead and read this shit.
And you get to punch me.
Let's see. Your privilege is a random furry's eternal undying love. Okay.
That's furry privilege, Ben.
Hypothesis says Billy is a fat bitch ass nigga. Starry-eyed thinker. I'm half German and half Polish, and I say Polak all the time. I don't know. When you live around South Chicago, there's a lot of drunk Polish truck drivers, and you got to call them something. Dung Polak usually suffices. Yeah, like where I'm from, there's a lot of Polish people too. I'm actually 25% Polish, but I guarantee you, like 100 years ago, Polak was not something you said to Polish people unless you wanted to get into a fight.
Hey, see, that's my type of world.
No. Well, okay, so you want to live the way it was 100 years ago. Well, then all black people need their own bathrooms too, right?
I want my own bathroom.
Okay, motherfucker. Terrible response. Mike donated $1.99. Billy, fight me. Mike. It might be Tyson, though.
Fuck. I'd fight Mike Tyson.
You fight. He probably still
whoop the shit out of me.
I know,
but I'd fight anybody, dude.
Because he still looks kind of big. He's kind of fat now, but I mean, like, I'm sure he could still do a couple
he's still
rounds.
quick as hell and strong as hell. He's not fucking tiny.
The thing about Mike Tyson, he has a knockout punch with each hand, and most boxers don't have that. They have their one strong hand and their jabbing hand. And that's why Mike Tyson fought peekaboo style. So he was always on the defense all the time. And then as soon as he saw an opening, he could hit with either hand. As soon as you dropped one guard, he could hit you with either hand, and it'd be like an equal force. That's why he was so good. And he was usually about 2 to 3 inches shorter than every person.
How tall was he?
I'm guessing
5'7"?
5'10".
Okay.
Because a lot of those heavyweight boxers are over 6 feet. Let's see. He weighed almost as much. Well, about the same as them. Because he was so solid. 5'10". I just looked it up. Yeah, like Muhammad Ali was 6'3". Just to give you an idea of the height difference of other heavyweight boxers.
I would think you would want to be shorter, wouldn't you?
You would. That's why Mike Tyson was so effective. Because, like, the taller guys had to punch downward at him, which was, like, harder for them. And he was punching
the uppercut.
Got a better center of gravity.
One of the best things ever was to see Mike Tyson, like, he had this weird way of switching stances to where, like, a guy would swing and miss at him, and he would do this weird, like, duck under the punch and get to the point where he was almost behind him. He was, like, to his side, but a little bit behind him. And then he'd just nail him once with, like, a hard right.
And when you're shorter like that, to fight in the heavyweight, like, that means you have heavier muscle, more muscle.
That's
man.
what, yeah.
That's so like you're a fucking tank. You're a machine.
You're just long bones if you're tall, you know.
Yeah, like his boxing trainer was one of the greatest ever. There's actually an old video of this is actually really cool. I'm gonna play it.
I broke my back.
This is it's funny because he's so small. This is Muhammad Ali kind of like play boxing with Mike Tyson's trainer, who was old when this was filmed.
Consider my layoff. Do you think I can whip Joe Frazier? Well, since your style of fighting is dependent on split-second timing, speed, coordination, as well as power, your reflexes will have suffered because of inactivity of 3 years. And in my opinion, the outcome would be very much in doubt. And I think there'll be a great many people who are willing to pay to see such a fight who will agree with me, that will come to see.
Yeah, it's weird. This little white guy is the guy that trained Mike Tyson. Watch them. Yeah, they take their jackets off.
And not with an old man.
But I'm gonna show you something. You should see what I'm trying to say now.
Watch how he boxes against
him. You know Joe
It's
Frazier
crazy.
style, don't
Yes,
you?
I think I do.
About like that, right? Now short arms.
See how he dips
Hold
his
it
head
now.
like that?
He don't move that fast.
That's the way he moves.
No, he don't move that
He
fast.
does.
Now look, this is all I have to do to Joe
That's
Frazier.
true.
Come on in. I'm not gonna.
You're
hit
not
you.
going to hit
I'm not
me,
gonna hit
Mr.
you.
Champion.
Come on in. I'm not gonna hit you.
I love
I
old
think you
people.
want to get even with
I'm
me.
not gonna hit you. Come here. Let me show you. This is what I'll do with Joe Frazier. Just jab, jab, keep my distance. Jab, jab. Bop,
Bop. And when he does that,
he's not that good. I'm
Yes,
telling you,
he
he's a
is.
slugger.
I'm an old man. If I can do it, he
I'm
can
talking
do it.
about Joe
If I can do it, he can do it.
Yeah.
Hold on, then jab, jab. See, you the scholar of boxing.
Don't give me that
See,
stuff.
pop, 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 pop. No, he's not that fast. I'm telling you. Joe Frazier don't fight like this.
Yes, he does.
He's his
Now
way.
he does.
His way to fight. This is Joe Frazier. Fight
This is a
me.
good promo, man.
Punches around. See? This is Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
Real punch style.
Joe Frazier was the
winner.
first guy to beat Muhammad Ali, but I think this was their second fight.
Yeah, Ali beat the fuck out of my second.
Did he?
Yeah, he put an ass whooping on him. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Put an ass whooping on him.
So, Bill Hicks said, "I wish I could have fought Ali." So you mean you wish you would have got your ass like unbelievably kicked?
I think the reason
I
that
would have
I'm
paid to see that Bill Hicks versus Muhammad Ali.
hell yeah. I think the reason I'm so quick to say I'd fight people is because I never had the option to run in my life because I'm so fat. I just never had that option. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'd fucking fight him. Happy Hangover American Day.
Let's see. If your boner was long enough to go around the world, would you fuck your own ass? No.
I think you're obligated to.
All the way around the world? What? I mean, like, wouldn't you be
I'd be
more
so worried.
concerned? Yeah, like a car running it over
You'd
or
probably
something? I don't know.
You'd accidentally fuck
Fucking
other people's
elephants
asses in the
trampling
process.
camels.
You wouldn't be able to. Yeah. My boner's somewhere in China right now. What the fuck is going on with it?
That's a stupid question. I love it.
Evan Smith, it's not completely unwarranted if the person's intent is truly malicious, but fighting over sound waves and words is overall retarded. I agree. The Nell.
I think it's
$2.
overall retarded too. I really think fighting is a last resort type of thing, but I just think that punching isn't the worst thing in the fucking
The
world.
Nell
Getting hit isn't the
says,
worst thing in the world.
That was beautiful, Billy. I'll join your ethno state. Be about it.
Thank you.
So you'll live on the garbage island.
No, we're gonna have better than a garbage island. It's gonna be a
No, you
giant,
gotta live. You gotta share half.
It's gonna be a
of the garbage
4 mile
island.
by 4 mile wrestling ring. We're just gonna be in the middle of it punching each other.
Meat.
Oh God.
Justin Ship. If you're, they asked it again. Okay. Herdcore, $5. Hi Ben. Would your porn name be for heterosexual porn be Big Dick Ben or Benji Hardness? I don't know.
It'd be Benji Hardness.
Benji Hardness.
Spirit Flame, $2. Love the show. Happy Hangover American Day. Thank you. So we've got 11 minutes left. Any 1776s to come in? Come on. Make the post show interesting. Not only will I be wasted during the post show, but more people will probably become sponsors and $10 patrons to watch the post show. Actually, we're going to watch a Gorilla 199 video on the post show before we talk to the patrons about it. The patrons and the sponsors.
Oh?
I'm gonna be on the post show, by the way.
I have to cool down here. I've realized today that I'm not the pacifist that I try to be.
I'll pacifist up against your head.
See, that's the type of pacifist I want to be. Punch people.
Punching motherfuckers. Say that word.
I'm not gonna say that word. You guys have pushed me too far.
Well, see, you immediately thought about that word. I wasn't thinking about that word.
You pushed me too far, Pimpmunk.
I was thinking about pina colada.
You pushed me too far.
I ain't pushed you too far. I'll fart in an air conditioner.
Damn it.
Dude, that was so bad. I felt like a chemical weapon had been unleashed on me.
Well, Billy just kept talking shit. I just looked at him and said, "All right, I'll leave you with this."
Yeah,
Farted in the air conditioner, walked
We
out.
all shared a hotel room, and he fucking turned the air conditioner up all the way. Thank you, Guitar Hero Girl.
Yeah.
He turned up the air because he's like, I'm from Mississippi, so we gotta turn up the air
Well,
conditioner all the way.
I'm used to sleeping with the air conditioner on all the time and like
But
really
you
low
weren't.
and
But you
so
weren't in
here.
Mississippi.
So I'm just used to it.
Okay, go to Alaska and turn the fucking air conditioning
Well,
up
I
all the
wouldn't
way.
do that there. We wasn't in Alaska. We was in California.
Yeah, but it was cold there when we were there. It was colder than usual.
And if the air conditioner isn't all the way up, when he farts in it, it's not going to fucking fill the room.
I heard, dude, it sounded like he shit his pants. It was like,
it was a good one. It was a good fart.
It was like that, and it went on forever.
God.
And then I felt it slowly creep into my space,
In my mouth. That shit filled up my mouth,
You
dude.
probably had actual fecal matter in your mouth. From
There was
him.
probably a couple carbs in that shit.
You
When I was
know.
walking out the door, all I heard was Billy, "You motherfucker!"
Yeah.
It was bad. I just
Nasty
pretended like I
ass.
was sleeping. I put my head under the blanket, like, oh.
Barbara passed out from it.
It was.
She was already passed out.
Yeah, Barbara was already passed out. from
She
the night
died
before.
because of your butthole.
Is she dead now?
But poor Barbara had to deal with a lot of farts and snoring.
The snoring, yeah.
Yeah, ladies listening at home, you.
But now
could-
Billy was farting because I heard that somebody's in the bathroom.
You want to
taking
sleep
shit.
on the floor the
Oh
next
my
time we
God.
go to VidCon,
Yeah,
baby?
you can win an all
You can-
expenses paid trip to the
with all
floor
three
of the
us.
snore and
That should
fart
be the
zone.
new. That should be the new green ticket. You get to sleep on the floor of our hotel room while we all snore and fart all night.
Oh God!
But now I
Luxury
heard Billy
combination.
in the bathroom. It sounded like an exorcism. Exorcism was going on in that fucking thing. It was raw.
When I was farting
Yeah.
in the bathroom.
Yeah, dude, the fucking bathroom. Any sound in the bathroom made it.
Maybe
through the wall. I
maybe-
heard everything.
Maybe y'all should have been listening intently to my poops.
I didn't listen intently. I was laying in bed like a couple feet away from the wall.
Damn.
So
Ear up against the
anytime,
wall?
I mean, basically my bed was against the wall.
Nasty man.
Yeah, Ben was closest to the bathroom too.
And
his
fucking
bed was.
Pimpmunk was like taking his chair and grinding it into the wall.
I did do that, but I didn't do it. on purpose.
It was
I didn't know
already
I was
like
doing it.
that. You
I
know,
didn't know I was doing it.
when I was a teenager and I put a dent in my parents' car, I was like, yeah, it was already like that.
Yeah, I thought it was like that. I honestly did.
When I was like 4, I drove my car into the carport. Like I was like 4 years old or 5 years old. My mom left the car running, so I like got in the front seat and I drove it into the fucking like wall of the carport.
Dude, you're a bad kid.
I did hood rat stuff.
Dude, you fucking. The worst that I've heard is you gave your sister a pile driver.
Yeah.
It's like one of the worst moves to do to somebody. Like, that's like one of the few wrestling moves that could actually kill somebody.
I think I was just a really dumb kid. I didn't know like things, you know.
That makes no. I mean, like,
I just
tell it to the judge.
Well, I mean, maybe. I
know
probably
what?
could have done some fucked up shit.
I'm
Gone to
sorry.
jail.
I just did. I don't know things.
Yeah,
Your
I
Honor.
didn't. I was a dumb shit. I was a fucking dumbass little kid.
That's actually what OJ said in his defense.
I didn't know.
I didn't know things.
I didn't know. Murder's illegal for rich people.
I don't know things.
I'm rich though. Okay, you're off.
I know I'm black, but like all my friends are white. I should get away with this.
Oh no.
Okay.
White priv. Meds Peds is gonna fly out to Seattle and sleep on the floor of the hotel. Meds Peds, you win.
I'll make sure to eat plenty of baked beans that night.
Oh, you win a one night stay on the floor of the fart zone. Damn it. Pimpmunk, get on that Greyhound, man. We're going to need your stench. If Meds Peds wants the real deal, we're going to need your stench.
Yeah.
Reactor, you want to come sleep on bunk beds with us and fart?
For what? What is this about?
Medspeds is gonna sleep on the floor and we're gonna fart.
Don't
all
don't
around
tell
her.
Joe though, because Joe will come there and like he'll try to be all up in that.
Joe sent me a picture of his balls the other day.
What? That's nice.
You know, I don't have one friend that I'm worried that they'll send me a picture of their balls.
I wasn't worried. I was like, dude, you win, because I was doing a back and forth picture contest, and he got it. He won. He went nuclear. But he showed Pimpmunk his dick, right?
No, he was going.
He was
I
about
wouldn't
to.
let him.
He was like, hey, Pimpmunk, can I show you something? And Pimpmunk's like, yeah, sure. And he's like, okay. And he goes to whip his dick out.
Yeah, and that's when I said, no.
That's consent. That's how Louis C.K. did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Joe was crazy. Joe was like, Billy, Pimpmunk was the only one that was nice to me.
Well, yeah, Ben didn't invite him to the fucking 24-hour show. He just showed up.
I know
and
Ben
he's
would
like,
walk downstairs and he would be sitting in that chair. Ben would be
What a
speaking to me,
weirdo.
just walk by.
So,
I almost just threw up.
Thinking of Joe's balls?
No, I took a tequila shot.
Oh, dude, yeah. I did 4 in a row when I puked at the fucking
You puked
the
a couple
wheel.
times though. I
But
gave you
the-
a mulligan and let you keep going.
The puke. Well, we just kept going because it was fun. The puke that hit me was after 4 straight fucking shots. It was so gross. Fuck tequila. We're running down the last few minutes of this episode.
Yeah, I mean, can we hit that 300 mark?
Come on, guys. I want to say thank you to Reactor for showing up today. We hit you up a little last minute notice.
Check out his channel and subscribe.
Yeah, hit him up. His content's fucking great.
I got my newest video. I explain how I made fake news, how I manipulated Reddit and made fake news. It's a pretty good video. Go check it out. Yeah.
According to Trump, you should go to jail for making fake news.
Oh shit.
No. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I kinda don't know.
Trump in some of Trump's campaign speeches, he said that people that make fake news, it should be a crime to do that.
I definitely broke a law. I definitely in my video, I'm explaining that I broke a law. I know that.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And as long as nobody is recording me right now, I'll be all right.
I haven't seen that yet,
but yeah, I do.
I'm gonna check it out too.
That was in the back of my head, like, man, I got to be careful because I'm admitting to some shit. Yeah.
Yes, Melly, that's a good idea.
Damn.
Melly's gonna sleep on the floor of our hotel too. She's gonna have the second night of the fart zone. We're gross people. Most people are gross, I think, right?
I don't like being gross.
We just don't hide it.
I like hiding it.
Oh, damn it. I like hiding it. Yeah, you're probably not that gross, Reactor. You probably you probably spray cologne on your balls and shit.
No, but I mean, I shower.
Oh, see that? Then why would you need cologne at that point?
Yeah. I don't use soap, though.
You don't use soap?
Oh, I don't use soap.
Why not?
You don't need it.
You don't use like body wash types?
No, just hot water.
Just hot water?
Just burn all the evil off you for 10 minutes a day. When you turn red, that's how you know you're clean. No.
I like soap.
But soap dries you out. I mean, you don't need it every day.
Huh. I don't use soap every time I shower, I guess.
Yeah.
I also rotate whether or not I use shampoo or conditioner or shampoo and conditioner. Like,
you got long hair, I guess that's a part of your life, not mine.
Yeah.
Condition? Should I condition?
I gotta do it.
No, man, your hair's really short. So yeah, you don't need to condition when your hair's that short.
Yeah. I'd be rubbing conditioner on my scalp. Nah, don't need that.
I like the feeling of soap on your body, lathering up on the bod.
Do you mean his body?
Sure, but
Yes, I like to lather soap on Reactor's body.
That's what it's not. You know what? I'd love to lather soap on your body. Oh shit! What's this?
Yeah, maybe next time.
What is this?
One more of these, or is the only one? Okay, thank you. I already kind of mastered this one, so thought I'd try something new. Pretty good at this one, though.
You're playing with the weird, like, bead thing.
Our RV broke down, and we were in the fucking repair area, right? We had to wait there for 8 hours, and we couldn't stop streaming because the billionaire would get pissed every time we stopped streaming. So the camera's just running. We had to hide it in this little area here because, like, everywhere we go with it, it'd be like, you can't film in here. You can't film in here. So we hid it in a cubicle, and I just had to do something here. You know, I was sitting here playing. I asked the girl if there was fucking another one because I mastered that one.
Oh shit! That is the countdown. Yeah, that's all right. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the post show now. I think it. Oh, thank you, Stone Boy. Hold the mic.
You're Furry Otaku. Having Billy said my name the first time I donated made my day, so that's why I keep giving you guys money. Sadly, I'm out for now. Thanks for the show, guys. Thanks.
No problem.
Thanks for watching, you Furry Otaku. Thank everybody for watching. Like, just sitting here watching us and commenting and stuff helps the show fucking roll, man.
All right. Good night, everybody. See the rest of you in the post show later.
Yeah, boy.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.